So, good evening, good evening. We are back again. Hopefully, everyone's having a wonderful deadline day. I've missed all of it. So, you guys are going to have to give me the lowdown. But we are back again. Fresh off of the back of a defeat at Anfield. Shock. Who knew? Fresh off of the back of more injuries at Anfield. Shock. Who knew? And I don't know how many of our players have gone, stayed, signed. I don't know what's happened today. So we've got loads to get through. Yeah, smash the like button. Also, thank you for 132k subs. It's got up literally over 1,000 since yesterday. So big up to everyone. And make sure you sub to all the lads. It's pinned comment from Static. Jezza, how are you, mate?
Good, mate. Yeah, looking forward to this show. Lots to talk about after the debacle yesterday at Liverpool. Absolute shit show that was. But yeah, I'm all good, mate. All good.
Kenny, can you give us a little fucking tune on the piano, mate? Like, we've got Super Mick Arteta or like North London forever.
Not at all. Look, there's more chance of Donald Trump being found alive and well than me cheering for anything about Mick Arteta. There's more chance of me singing North London forever than there's more chance of Donald Trump being found alive and well than me singing North London forever. So all I can say.
What's happened to Donald Trump?
I'll tell you, it's going mad on TikTok. He's like, they're saying that he's got cognitive heart disease, and that his kidneys have failed, and that he's on his last leg. They keep on seeing ambulances around the White House, but no one's saying anything. So yeah, it's all over social media. It's gone absolutely crazy, but mostly it's from Democrats who are basically saying it. But he's basically got a dodgy photo of him playing golf. Unfortunately, that was a photo that was sent out 6 years ago. So who's falling who? So yeah, something's brewing in the United States. But in terms of like Arsenal, yeah, let's say it for the show.
Yeah, man. DJB, what's up, mate? I've missed it all. Obviously, we got loads to talk about. How's your Monday?
Yeah, all good, man. All good. Just getting over the yesterday's result. He just knows how to F up your weekend, really, doesn't he? He's making an habit of it. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, we'll get into it, but yeah, it's all good. And been watching, having sort of keeping one ear to the ground with the transfer, but there's some good deals going on, notably Chelsea. But other than that, yeah, all good, my friend. Big up the chat and it's always a pleasure to be on the panel on a Monday. I'll always look forward to this show, Lee.
I appreciate your time as always, and apologies for the lateness, guys. I've done about 18 kilometers fucking hiking today. Yeah, good one. Yeah, I've actually put more of a fucking shift in than half of them prats up at Anfield yesterday. Anyway, Matty, how are you, mate? How's your Monday?
Oh, good, man. Good. Glad to be here, man. I can't say I recovered from that yesterday because it didn't. We knew it was coming, but just enjoying seeing this late breaking news that we've seen all day with the transfer window, and we'll get into it, I'm sure. So we're here, brother.
Yeah, man. All right, listen, 750 in the building, nearly. Get the likes up. Make sure you sub to all the lads. Jez is Arsenal. Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta. The Arsenal Huddle, DJB, and Southern Guna May. All pinned comments, guys. But yeah, let's start with that shithouse performance up at Anfield yesterday. One shot on target. I genuinely can't remember what shot it was. Top Gooners are crying about referees again. They're crying about we should have had 3 penalties. Did we even have 3 half-decent attempts at goal? Like, what are we actually doing here? This is a fucking joke. The goal that won the game, by the way, was unbelievable. Yeah, and fair play to him because he locks up Martinelli. Eze should have started, Jez. All of our better players were sat on the bench, weren't they, mate? And then all of a sudden we go 1-0 down. It's panic stations. Everyone running around like a crackhead. What did you make of it, mate?
Shit show, mate. Boring. Interesting comment today from David Raya saying that ball moved so quickly in the air, it swerved. It would have been very difficult to get to it because the ball's been changed this year. It's a Puma ball this year. They've changed the ball they're using. So that's a good excuse, isn't it? Well done, David Raya. I don't think I could have got there.
Not like they've been practicing with that ball all pre-season, then, no? And had that ball in the League Cup last season. Okay,
exactly,
cool.
Exactly. Absolute quality bullshit. I don't know, mate, what is up with this club. It's just bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. We've got the biggest bullshitting manager out there. In world football, I would say, to be honest. Oh dear. Yeah, it was an awful performance. What is Martinelli doing? Where's he gone? He is definitely fallen off the cliff forever, I think, that guy. Why would I play him again? Probably not. Be honest. On the bench, yeah. Eze should have started. We were lackluster, but I have to, this week, after I praised him last week, blame it on the manager. He went there, as Kenny said, and I agree with Kenny, purely to get a draw. 7 bloody defensive players at Anfield. And this was a team, right? This is the Liverpool team. We're not great at the moment. We could have taken them yesterday. We had more possession in that first half, but we just didn't do anything with it. And in the end, I mean, it was a great free kick. And you're gonna laugh at this, right? Slobosly. Now, last night in your comments, Lee, when we did the fan cams, people taking the piss out of me. You don't pronounce the players' names properly, Jez. Well, I don't give a shit, really, because at the end of the day, if I call him Slobosly, I'll call him Slobosly, right? You know, if you don't like it, I don't care. I'm not ever said, I've never said I have perfect pronunciation. Okay? Sorry about that, boys, but there you go. It was a terrible performance, mate. Terrible. We could have gone there. We could have got a result, but we didn't. And that is purely and simply down to the manager. Nobody else. His tactics were crap. Max Dowman came on 15 minutes. What are you expecting the kid to do?
Not even that. It was 4 minutes, I think. I think it was about 4 minutes plus
you're right.
time.
Sorry, I beg your pardon. Yeah. I mean, what are you expecting the kid to do? What are you expecting him to do? It's pathetic. The manager is pathetic. Absolutely wasted time. And I'll tell you right now, we're heading down the same road as we did this time last season. And as you have said, Lee, and we'll get into it, I'm sure, the injuries are starting in game 3. Oh, dear.
It's not good, mate. It's not good. Listen, 1,000 people in here, man. And the likes ain't good either. Kenny. Oh, dear, mate. Oh, dear. Another defeat at Anfield. We can't seem to fucking get a win up there. Yeah, we've had some draws recently. We can't seem to get a win. And I don't think the game in general was any good. I thought it was a bore fest. I thought we went up there for a draw. As soon as I see Marino in the starting 11, I was like, okay, draw then. He tried to bully Liverpool. And then the longer the game went on, there was only one team that were going to score. Yeah, me, Matty, and Oliver sat on the watchdog going, the goal's coming. It's a matter of time. And this manager made his substitutions after slot yet again. What did you make of it, man? Where we going with this? What did you make of yesterday's performance?
Well, I stand by everything I said yesterday. I said that the Liverpool's man of the match was Mikel Arteta. You know, we had a lot of optimism after the Leeds game. Believe it or not, there was a majority of Arsenal fans, wrongly or rightly, that went to Anfield with a lot of confidence because of the signings, because of the prospect that we got general quality come with the bench, you know. But as soon as I saw his team sheet, I just remembered that Mikel Arteta's our manager. So whenever you look, we sign flair players, and I say that in inverted commas, and when we sign the goal ribbon striker that we've always wanted, always remember that your manager is Mikel Arteta, and that should bring you back down to earth. Absolutely the most negative manager I've ever seen. I saw the team sheet, and the first thing I said to anyone who'd listened is that both sides shook hands and agreed to draw with before kickoff. And it shattered that. Yes, Liverpool, we made ourselves difficult, but yes, we were on the ball. But if you look to Liverpool, they weren't anyone's fault. Everyone thought, oh, we're going to go away Anfield, blast them out because Liverpool let in 4 goals in the first game of the season. Let's get it straight. Bournemouth took their eyes of the ball. They had a few players missing missing in midfield. Newcastle, it was one of those games where Newcastle just were pumped. And when I mean pumped, they were really pumped for that game. And Liverpool, let's not forget Liverpool 2-0 up. Somehow they kind of threw it away. But when it came to Arsenal, the common denominator is we're better than Bournemouth. We're better than Newcastle. We are, on paper, genuine rivals for Liverpool for this league. So Liverpool weren't going to be that stupid. They weren't going to make those silly mistakes. So they went in there very cautious. They put men behind the ball. They made sure that they were very sound to our set pieces, which, by the way, were crap. Just saying. I'll get that one in. And when they realised that Arsenal were only interested in getting a point, that's when Liverpool remembered they're playing at Anfield and they remembered they were champions. And they thought, let's get in amongst them. When they started to pass the ball and didn't always use Salah as an option, try to use other players, that's when they stretched us. Like, we knew it would happen. And it's so frustrating because the players are there, the squad's there, but the same old tactics for the manager, same old approach, he just won't change. I mean, last season, you could have argued about injuries. You could have argued about we haven't got the players to play the plan B. But when you've got players and it's a plan B, you have to question his manager's approach. What is he scared of? I mean, look at Eze. The guy was good to go. He was good to go. Look at his face on the bench. The guy, his looks can kill. And then Martinelli, I mean, who knew, eh? I've been banging this drum for 2 years about that guy, that he's not good enough for Arsenal, that he's reached his ceiling, but there's too many people in our fan base who are still mesmerised by that goal at Stamford Bridge in 2020 when Konate fell over. And they're mesmerised with all the other stuff he's done. And they have the audacity to tell me that he's elite. You guys are enablers. You're absolute enablers. How many examples of crap do you have to see? You saw it all last season. What made you think that he was gonna turn up and play an elite performance? Who told you he was going to do that? When you've seen evidence upon evidence that he's still a raw. I wouldn't even call him a talent, just a raw footballer. You sing this silly little song that you nicked from Liverpool, claiming, "Oh yeah, we're the originals." Come on, man. We got transfer deadline day, and he's still at the football club, which means he's still an option. We still have to endure his brand of crap 24/7. And don't let me get me started on Declan Rice. The audacity of some people to come up to me and tell me he's top class and he's like world class. Jesus Christ, you haven't watched football. You must have just watch football, 10 minutes ago if you're calling that guy world class. I mean, he did more shadowing than actually play. And his set pieces were a joke. It was a joke. It's easy to dig out Mourinho because obviously Mourinho did cost £105 million and he's not an England international, albeit he was Irish 7 years ago. We'll leave that one out. But I mean, thou shalt not criticise Lord Declan Rice. Martinelli, he's elite. This is Martinelli yesterday. He gets the ball and our star striker's there. This is Martinelli. So looking up and going, bloody hell, what am I going to do? Am I going to do an outside foot? Am I going to do a slide through pass? Oh, looks up. What's this there? Oh, that is Martinelli in a bloody nutshell. I want to take him off there and then. But not Mikel. Mikel. Oh, we're all right. We dominate possession. We haven't laid a glove on Liverpool. We only had a snapshot from Madueke, but we're dominating. I'm a great coach. I've outwitted Arnie Slot. Guess what happens? At the end of the day, it was our best performance at Anfield, better than last season, but we lost. Mikel, this is you.
Well said, Kenny. Big up Saeed in the chat. So hand hooks. Everyone's out tonight, mate. They've come for our downfall, lads. Big up to Shane as well, man. Bless up, brother. Listen, smash these likes up. 1,300 in here. 750 like target ASAP. Come on, man. We're touching 300 right now. Let me grab these super chats and I'll come to DJB. Serious question on Zuba Mendy's questions on Zubimendi. Absolute shite. Well, I did tell everyone he ain't what they think he is. They think he's Rodri, mate. But apparently I'm negative. Apparently I'm negative, but he was shit against Man United and he was shit against Liverpool. Easy to play against Leeds, isn't it, lads? Anyways, big up Rico as well. Sambi and Vieira gone to my German G's Hamburg. Oh, Sambi's gone there as well, has he? I haven't seen any transfer news today.
Yeah,
for Arsenal anyway.
They bought him.
Well, they actually paid money for him with a year left. Fucking hell. How much did we get for him? 50 quid and a packet of crisps?
I don't think it was that
You're on
much.
mute, DJ. You're on mute, bro.
I think Sambi was about 2.5 million, wasn't it?
Is that how much we flogged him for? The next fucking Vieira. Yeah, good one, mate. 3 million.
2.5 million and a raffle ticket.
Hey, DJ, this club's a disgrace, isn't it, mate? Like, we've spent 300 million quid. We can't get any money back in.
Joke.
We're seeing Chelsea sell players for 70 million that are worth 70 quid. And now we've got 1 billion players injured. We can obviously get to the injuries in a bit. But what did you make of yesterday, mate?
Well, do you know what I mean? It was one of them things where you were let into an Arteta trap, weren't you? There was dared you be positive going into a football match? And we was all saying, oh, I think we're going to get something from Anfield. I fancy a draw. All of us negative people were saying, oh, I think we could get a draw or a point. Might even get 3 points. And then you see the team sheet. And then you look at the team sheet. And then you look at Declan Rice from kickoff. 5 seconds in, boot, thinking he's a rugby player, boots it straight out of play from the kickoff. That tells you all you need to know how the game was going to go. How can you go to Anfield? We're meant to be their nearest rivals. We're meant to be the ones that are going to be challenging Liverpool for the title. You needed to go there and make a mark. You needed to go there and set the agenda. That if you're going to win this Premiership, Liverpool, well, I've got news for you. We've got Eze, we've got Gyökeres, we've got our striker. We've got firepower. If you're going to win the title, you've got to beat us. And we could have really set a marker down yesterday. Win, lose or draw, if we'd have put in a good performance and peppered their goal, showed some class going forward, I'd have taken the loss. But no. On top of the loss, he goes there negative. He's going there for a draw. He's going there to frustrate, even though he said in his press conference he didn't want it to frustrate him. He did frustrate him. How can you sign a player like Gyökeres and the guy has what? Had one, and we've had one shot on goal. We've got Eze that's won an FA Cup, Community Shield. He's absolutely buzzing that he's joining his boyhood club. He's had all this sort of film with Ian Wright and all of this crap that all they come out with, all this PR. And he benches him, takes him all the way to Anfield to put him on the bench. And then he has the audacity to play Martinelli, where we all know he ain't good enough anyway. So he don't even put Trossard on the left. He puts Martinelli on the left. And I said this, unless this manager does a 360 and completely changes the way he plays tactically, I said that Gyökeres will struggle to score more than 15 goals under this football manager. And I said he would look bang average. He looked like a Division 2 player running around yesterday. He looked like a player that's just come from the lower leagues and we've just signed deadline day because we're desperate. He looked like a lower league player on loan. That's what Gyökeres looked like. He's running around. He's making runs. There's players holding on to the ball too long. They're not finding him. He's checking back. He's checking forward. He's running into the channels. He still ain't getting the ball to feet. This guy is going to have a big fallout with Arteta. Don't be surprised in weeks to come. His name won't even be on the team sheet where he's fallen out with him at training because he's getting frustrated and he's getting pissed off. He's probably thinking, "What the hell am I doing signing for this football club?" And then you got and then he said something about we was forced to play like we was forced to pick this team because injury to Odegaard. Well, why didn't you put Eze in the 10 then? Why didn't you put Nwaneri in the 10 and put Eze on the left?
And why did Odegaard fucking play in the second half?
Why did Odegaard play in the second half? This was an opportunity for us to set a marker. This was an opportunity to show the Premiership that we've had this window. We've addressed what we never had last season in the attacking sense, and it was our massive opportunity to go there and lay something down, lay the foundations down to say, right, we're here now, we're going to mean business. And what does he do? Flatlines. Flatlines. And what are we hearing? Oh, it was handball, we should have had a penalty. We're hearing about the footballs from the goalkeeper. The manager's throwing Eze under the bus because he missed a one-on-one. And he's already now, showing the manager's showing his colours with Eze. Martinelli, meanwhile, has had an absolute stinker, but he doesn't even get a mention. And I'm looking at channels. Some of the player ratings they're giving them 7s and 8s out of 10. Some of our players. I mean, what is it here, Lee? What are we doing? Seriously, this manager, and I keep saying it, guys. You can sign prime Messi, prime Ronaldo, Maradona. You can have all the best players in the world in their pomp, in their prime. You give them to this manager, and they look like they're rocking out for a non-league Barnet or something. He's that bad. Honestly, he's that bad. People say to me, "Oh yeah, but you was gassing up George Graham. Look how negative he played." The difference is with George Graham and Mikel Arteta. George Graham played negative with a purpose and an end product. He played like that with a purpose and an end product and won games and won trophies. This guy plays like it with no end product, no trophies. That's the difference. And yet we're still having to trust the process. We're still in phases. He's had everything he wants. £1 billion. He's got his strike force. We've been told that we've got the best team in the Premier League. We've got the most talented. We've got the best squad depth in the Premier League. And yet he's sitting the most attacking, flared players on the bench. Don't ever tell me Zubamendi's an upgrade on Partey. Give Zubamendi the ball with no one around him, world beater. Give him the ball with players closing him down. Falls over, gets barged off it, he's weak. And it's just a joke. Marino, well, we all know what he can do in midfield. Absolutely nothing. Doesn't give you anything going forward. Doesn't give you anything going forward whatsoever. Nothing in the final third. The only Calafiori I thought done okay at left back. I'll give him his due. I thought Madueke done okay. Didn't pull up any trees, but Madueke standard, he done okay. But I don't think Madueke can get any better, to be honest. That's the best you're going to see out of Madueke, people. That is Madueke. That ain't going to win you games over the period of the season. I thought Calafiori done okay. Mosquera came on, done a good job. Timber can't attack. He's brilliant right back. He's brilliant defending, but going forward, he lacks attacking options. It's a mess, Lee, and unfortunately, guys, we're back to square one. We've gone full circle again. The only difference is we've gone full circle with this manager spending more money.
Yeah.
You know, that's the difference. So the next manager coming in now is going to have no players to buy because the budget's been spent this year. And we've also now got players on wages, like Zinchenko, for example, today, with turning down offers from other clubs because they're not paying him enough. So we're stuck. It's going to get worse. Buckle up. It's going to get worse, guys. That's all I'm saying. I'm absolutely fuming after yesterday. It's an absolute joke. I can take losing. It's the way we've lost, though, Lee. And we've not given ourselves a chance of winning the game. That's the most frustrating thing for me.
Absolutely.
Yep, facts. Yeah, I'll see the chat saying Papa Pink Eye has called me out for a Misfits boxing match. Oh, really? Like, who fucking knew he's got the plug for that as well? Is there anything this cunt ain't got a plug for? We don't negotiate with terrorists. Free Palestine. Hold that. Anyway, big up to everyone locked in. Matty, what are you saying, bro? We watched that game. We were bored out of our box, weren't we, mate? All right, big up Johnny Minerals for the raid as well, by the way. Up the Chelsea. Fuck the Chelsea, bro. Fuck your Chelsea. Fuck them.
Hey, man. This team looks like an ambulance with no wheels. I mean, this is what the manager. This is where we at with this team. This manager is absolutely hogwash. He's absolutely hogwash. I'm telling you. I sat there last night. I actually, after we got done last night, I was sitting around. I kept saying to myself, "How bad did we look yesterday?" And we've got decent players. That's the alarming thing there. There's no reason that with the attacking options. Last year, what did we hear? Oh, we don't have the attacking options. We don't have the attacking options. We don't have the attack. This year, you got the attacking options. And it's still the same thing as you saw last year. It's the same exact thing.
Around.
Oh, me, you, Jazz, Kenny, sat here the first 4 games of last season, saw the same exact thing. I met DJB, we were still seeing the same thing. A season over, we're still seeing the same thing. We're not crazy. I keep telling people this is not normal.
This is a recording, isn't it? I'm sure
this is
we ain't live.
This is absolute demonic stuff we're seeing here with this manager. For him to come out there with that voodoo he showed up with yesterday. Yeah. Marino. Martinelli. It just blew my mind. Like, bro, they hadn't even done anything this season. Why are they even playing today? Why are they playing? But you know what? Shane called me last week. He said, man, you're going to see Moreno and you're going to see Martinelli. He'll find a way to shoe on Odegaard into this team. I said, oh, sure, they can't run Odegaard yet.
Yeah, I thought he was mad.
As soon as he made the substitution, I'm getting a text from saying, told you so. Told you. I'm telling you, this manager, he is out of his depth. He's out. And I want people to understand we're not winning anything with this guy. He can't even win with the best that's available. We went and got the absolute best available striker. And this brother cannot find a way to get him the ball. I told you I've dubbed him no service. Just like the cell phone. When you go to the countryside, your phone has one bar. No service. That's the same thing Jokic is. No service. None. He's running around.
Phone is on E.
Lee, during the game yesterday, we're sitting there, he's getting a yellow card. Like, how is that possible that this brother gets a yellow card? Jokeris. Like, seriously. You know, Norsky called me this morning. He said, man, we were playing with 7. And he said, no. We're playing with 9 defenders because the wingbacks are playing defense too. 9 defenders. Because they're playing more defense than they're playing offense. This team was set up, yes. He got up yesterday, and he said, I don't want to lose the game. It was just baffling to me because the man played at Everton because it would be, on principle alone, he should want to beat Liverpool anytime he see him. But his ego, he doesn't care. It's the power to him. He wants the power. And for him to sit there, there's 2 things I want to get on right quick. Because this really irked me when I took, because I didn't know it was true until I actually saw the quote myself. For him to sit there and take that shot at Eze after that game yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, that's the lowest of the low. I've seen some stuff. For him to go 19 minutes, he's played at this football club. 19 minutes. He tells us 2 years ago it takes 50 games to judge Kai Havertz. That's what he said. Now, that came out of his mouth. He said 50 games for Kai Havertz. Y'all had ticker-tape parade for Eze last week, pomp and circumstance, streamers, fireworks, the whole shebang. And then he's starting on the bench. Now, tell me what team in world football that played this past weekend that he sits on the bench starting out if he just transferred? None. Only at Arsenal because Mikel Arteta is the manager of this football club. You look at that bench yesterday, like Kenny said, if looks could kill, he probably wanted to go down there and open hand slap him right there on the pitch. I'm telling you, because this brother sat there, Ethan signed a 5-year deal. He came on last weekend. We saw what the deal was. You look over there, Skelly. Now, how How does that make Skelly feel yesterday? Calafiori's out there marking Salah. So that tells you all you need to know. That tells you all you need to know about that situation at left back right there. That tells you all of that right there. But he told him that he's the ruling to the team is at left back. That's what the manager told him. Then you bring Diamond out there with 3 minutes left in it, just to run around and touch some grass. This manager is out of control, man. He's out of control. And then the press conference yesterday to openly admit that Saliba was injured. And then you played him and further injured him. Now he's out for probably 2 months. Not only that, but the one that really knocked me off my rocker was he admitted Martin Odegaard was injured playing yesterday. See, that got past a lot of people. The man is a tyrant. He is killing players, literally killing them, dropping dead. Look at Martinelli. Look at Martinelli, man. It's like some chick he went to school with 30 years ago, but she was hot stuff back then. 45 years later, you look up, what happened to you? That's what Martinelli looks like. He looks like the chick that used to be hot, and you go to the class reunion, and she's over at the punch bowl, and you're like, man, who is this? Who is this? Oh, man, that's such and such. And then you just look at her like, what? What happened there? You're like, what happened there? That's what Mikel Arteta do to you. And I can guarantee you in the back of Jokers's mind, in the back of Eze's mind, they're starting to wonder, like, bro, I think we might have been sold a bad bill of goods. Because this manager is not going to get the best out of them. This manager can't even get the best out of what he already had. Look at Odegaard. What did he offer yesterday? What did he offer? Because I heard I've seen Top Gooners last week on panels arguing about why Odegaard should be playing. On multiple shows. Well, he played yesterday, but what did he offer? Nothing. Nothing that Eze couldn't have went out there and did 10 times better. I'm telling you what I saw yesterday, Lee. We've sat here and we've watched this team for year after year after year after year. The same old sad, sorry song. You're supposed to be going there. This is the fourth game. What is it? The third game, Lee?
Third game of the season.
Third game of the season. You're supposed to go to Anfield this early in the season with the intention on coming home with 3 points. There's no reason on earth with the options that was sitting on that bench yesterday, we couldn't have gave it a go. And to go there and lay down, because that's what that manager did yesterday. He laid down. Not only did he let us down, he let the players down themselves. That was embarrassing yesterday, what we saw. For this manager to go out there and do that. And then you got top goons, you got fools sitting online talking about VAR and all of this stuff. They gotta go find an excuse to look for the referee. They didn't go look at that. They didn't look at Salva slide. The arm was up. No, let me tell y'all. Snorbsky sent me something today. One of his mates is a Liverpool fan. They went on tour today at the stadium. I have to send you the picture, Lee. He said the tour guide, when they got there, they had a sheet of paper in the locker room, and it said on the far end, it said Arsenal corner, Declan Rice takes 30 days for free kick. He will be right. It was like the game plan of the game, almost. and that's what people think. We're so easy to play against that people.
Mate, we had a free kick in the second half in stoppage time. Last kick of the game. 2 minutes. It literally took nearly a minute. As for this fucking dickhead in my chat, bruv, I don't negotiate with terrorists, mate. Go suck your mum with a straw. Yeah, you are so rattled it is crazy, and you're gonna do fuck all. Yeah, you offer nothing to me, mate. Yeah, you get more clout off of me than I do off of you. Go suck out, mate. Cry more. Yeah, real talk. Cry more, and I'll call you out anytime I want you to do fuck all. Bye bye. Cry, baby. Yeah, obviously we knew you had the Misfits gig anyway because you've got every fucking gig in the whole fucking world, bro. Yeah, so it is what it is. You cry more. Thanks for watching. Hold that. We don't deal with terrorists. Free Palestine. Bosh. Sorry, matey. Carry on.
That's all good, man. We got a tyrant running this team. It's right in line. I told you. If you look at the folks that support this manager and look at this manager, they all in the same. They're all in the same vein. I'm telling you, this manager, his ego is more important than what matters to the team, to success. Yesterday was probably one of the best opportunities we're going to have to beat Liverpool. I'm telling you now because they
100%. The way they've played the first 2 games of the season, they've been awful.
Yeah, We all saw.
We go there and give him a fucking clean sheet. One shot on target.
I think Jez mentioned in his fan cam yesterday they were leaking. They've been leaking goals the last few weeks. It was there. There's no reason we shouldn't have went there to go and not come home with something. And then we go there and then we go lay down. And then when we come back off the break, you got Forest, you got the Champions League, and then you got City. And based on what I saw yesterday, you know how you're gonna play City. Because if anybody think we're gonna go do 5-1 again against City, you crazy. I'm telling you that now. That ain't happening. We know 5-1s. I can tell you that. So you know what's getting ready to happen. And then we got players out. And then he's talking about, oh, thank God, Mascara, his first game. You fool, you played him last week. He sits up there and tells these lies over and over and over. I'm telling you, Ryan's so tired.
That's how he made his debut and he put him on the fucking pitch last fucking week.
He played him last week.
That's how you know he's so confident he ain't getting sacked. He can just say what the fuck he wants in a press conference. The week before that, what did he say in the press conference? Oh yeah, we've had the most points in the last 3 years out of any other team.
City
got the likes of that cunt and fucking Harry Symeou, James Benge and Charlie Boy Watts and all these little paid fucking puppets. Yeah, not one of them's gone, excuse me, Mikel, factually Mosquera played last week. He gave him his debut. Not one of them said that to him.
No.
This is bullshit. Every week he says another lie.
And he's bigger than the football club. That's the problem.
That's it. That's where we at.
Bigger than the football club.
Bigger than the club.
That is the problem. Said it, been saying it. He's bigger than Arsenal Football Club. And that is where it's going wrong. That is where it's going wrong. Look what he's done to Eze. Look what he's done to Eze after 19 minutes, as Matty said.
And from my understanding, he did it twice yesterday.
How dare you? How dare you, Eze? How dare you, Eze? Because you weren't my signing, by the way. We only got you because my star boy Havertz got injured. That's the reason why we got you. How dare you come in and have all this glitz and glam? How dare you take the attention away from me? I'll bench you. How about that?
No,
I'll bring you down to earth. I'll sit you on the bench.
Never criticize Odegaard, much as we saw Odegaard stinking out the joint last year. Never criticizes Zinchenko. Never criticizes Nketiah. You know, this brother, he has his favorites. And this
guy was putting 29 in a headlock and running him to the away fans, pointing at him, saying, "Give him time. You've got to love him," patting him like a little puppy dog. Yeah, but Eze, 19 minutes. Nah, yeah, top player's got to score that, mate. Oh, excuse me. How do you know? You was never a top player, you prick.
You do know that.
Doing it.
You know. Yesterday was the anniversary we signed that fool, don't you?
Oh, fuck you know, mate. I've barely fucking seen any social media shit. Yeah, like for the whole of the summer since June, I've barely seen anything. I didn't even know deadline day finished at 7 p.m. I thought it finished at 11 tonight. I was going to go live again later. Didn't even know. I ain't seen no news today. Yeah, because when I'm not working on here, I genuinely barely give a fuck about the internet. Yeah, it's what it is.
Yeah, but Lee, we've done our business. So I think that's the thing. You know, we even though we've lost Havertz through injury. We don't. Obviously, it's going to be surgery. It's going to be a few months. That's it. That everything today was about getting maybe a few players out. We got Hincapié. That's not really much to write home about. He's another defender. But I think all the signings have been done. But I whenever we sign a flair player, whenever we sign a player with a bit of finesse, I always ask myself, and I ask, does Mikel really, really have a plan for these players? And that's the thing. What I said yesterday, one of the things I said is that you can have the tools, but it doesn't make you a tradie. And that's the thing with Mikel Arteta. He's got all these things at his disposal. But does he actually... last week we were on Dan's show. I don't think you were there, Lee, but we were arguing amongst ourselves. Where's the best place to play Eze? Do we play him on the left, or do we play him in the middle? And
number 10.
But the thing is, deep down, when we look at Eze, we're thinking, we know he's good enough. We know he's got the potential to be top class, internationally and domestically. But we know this manager, and we're thinking, under this manager, I can't see a plan for us. I can't see where he could play because I'm a manager. It's Mikel Arteta. I can't look at a situation where Mikel Arteta is going to look at this guy and think, right, this guy's part of my plans, because we know this manager so well. And the thing that gets me is like all the guys were optimistic about what was lay ahead yesterday. There's some people going, "Oh, look at the way you lot are reacting." It's not as if we lost to Bolton. Hang on here, you're the same ones who were saying we're going to win 3-1 and 4-1. You know, people like Rebecca Lowe, she had us winning this. I mean, Theo Walcott, at least he's been more realistic, but he's a Liverpool fan anyway. I mean, Theo Walcott, you got to love him.
Yeah, and why was he? Sorry to cut in, Kenny. Why was he at the Champions League draw representing Arsenal?
I don't know. Theo Walcott's got a job, but Theo Walcott, my biggest problem with Theo Walcott is not to do with how he played or what he says. I just wish he took that gum shield out of his mouth. That's my biggest problem with Theo Walcott. Take the gum shield out of your mouth. For God's sake. I don't know whether you've got a pipe up your ass, you've got a gum shield in your chops. But Christ. I mean, I rather listen to Paul Merson, but you know, and then you had Joe 90. Joe 90, the geezer, the ex-convict, acquired rights for German football, which not many of us watch, because he hangs around with Big Don, Three Counties Don. He's now expert in Arsenal, and then along with Basil Brush, who used to go on a show with every Tuesday, what's it? Talking facts. I mean, Jesus Christ, we might have to just shut up and just get on with it and just not moan. I mean, we only want to win the league. You know what I mean?
Crazy. Absolute crazy.
Yeah, Mads. Right, let me grab these super chats because they're stacking up, guys. Big up to everyone locked in. Nearly 2,000 in the building. They can't do it like us, guys, because this is the Real Talk podcast, not the Know the Right People to Get Into the Gig podcast. Unlucky. Here's what it is. Anyway, big up to Fanas 007. Bush. How's it go? How's it going, people? Big up Turkish. How's it going, Lee? I hope you're doing good. Keep going. Doing what you're doing. Love, bro. All right, big up to you, brother. I appreciate that. Bless up, man. Listen, we say it as it is, and it rattles enough people, bro. Yeah, and they chat shit. Nobody cares, because we're still going to turn up again and do it again next week and tell the truth again, because we talk the truth. And the fact that so many people are rattled is because of the amount of traction we get by telling the truth. They can't get that much traction by lying through their teeth. So it's what it is, isn't it? Yeah. Almost like we have personality, know the club inside out between us, and they've actually been to a fuck ton of football matches between us. Who knew? Oh, and we've been supporting the club for over fucking 30 years between each of us. Yeah, good one. Let's up to you, Frannis. Big up to Zach. Mum's birthday today. Can you shout her out? She's a big fan. Happy birthday to Mumsy. Big up Zach's Mumsy, bosh. Bosh, bosh. Big up, bruv. Big up to Mumsy. Is Mumsy a market opportunity?
You crazy.
Sting.
I think, do you know what I'm saying? Like, let's see, if you don't ask, you don't get it, do you? I mean, big up to Ace, bro. At the panel, how are Chelsea selling and loaning to themselves in the window? Utter fast. See, I'll just see literally a minute ago that Ben Chilwell's gone to Strasbourg.
I know.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that.
Hey, how many fucking players are Chelsea loaned to Strasbourg this summer? It's crazy. Oh, but don't worry, they spent $2 billion. How much have they made back off of the of 4 players? Jackson, 29. What's his name? Fucking
Matt Wakey.
Mount and Madwakey. Nearly $250 million. Of 4 players.
Aren't Strasbourg linked to Chelsea?
Yeah, it's Blueco, yeah.
Yeah.
Arteta's very upset that Chilwell's not signed for Arsenal.
Hey, spare foot for Raheem Sterling. Spare foot for Raheem Sterling.
He's lost sleep over that.
Raheem Sterling, he wanted to stay in London. Yeah, he stayed in London all day long as much as he wants. He just won't be playing football.
Well, has he not left Chelsea?
No, he's not
Yeah,
going.
He can stay in London and put the Christmas lights up if he wants.
He wanted to stay in London.
He's available to do the rounds, do the circuit. Fucking tell the stories about how he won everything at Man City. Yeah, and he owes Kevin De Bruyne 3/4 of his fucking wages.
Headline news: Arteta loses sleep. Chilwell signs for Strasbourg.
Oh, big up, man. Big up to Execute. Right, Raya did more against Barca. Raya Vallecano, it means, not Raya. Sorry, Raya Vallecano did more against Barca than Arsenal at Anfield. But that's what I'm saying. People make mug Spanish league football off, yeah? But then they gas up Zubimendi and Mosquera. Well, where did they come from? Oh, yeah, Spain. My bad. Anyways, Big up to Execute, bruv. Big up to Bob. Looks like Eze and Jokeris are Berta signings, and Arteta is throwing them under the bus to make a point to the owners and save his own backside.
Big time.
That's exactly what he does, bro. Because he knows this league's shit. So he knows that he's going to wing his way to top 4 somehow, because he'll skank away up there. Yeah, but we are in the top 4 race.
Do you know, I'll say something terrible.
Go on, Jezza.
Terrible. I think it's the first time I've ever said this in my Arsenal life. I fucking hope we don't get top 4. I want him
Jezza,
out.
who gives a fuck about top 4 unless you win it? Who cares?
I want him out.
Fourth is third loser.
I want him out. I want him out. And if getting top 4 means he stays, right? And I know this is a terrible thing to say.
Nah, fuck it, Jez. Say it.
I'll be quite happy. I'll be quite happy if Arsenal finish fucking 7th.
Jez,
Right.
we finished how many times out of the top 4 before this top 4 was a top 4 thing? Who cares? You either win or you lose.
I want him out, mate. I've had enough of this now. Seriously. I mean, I'm 3 games in. 3 games in, and I'm bored shitless already.
Jez, this is me all season. I'm just going to be sitting there laughing my bollocks off. These dickheads are all going to turn on him. Half of them have already turned. Half of the half that haven't turned have now turned.
Can I just say, right?
45 league games, FA Cup games. Well, that won't last long, will it? We'll be out in the 3rd round.
No.
We'll probably be out by the quarterfinals in the League Cup. And God knows what happens in the. I mean, we've got a good draw in the Champions League. But I'll be honest with you, mate.
Is that a good draw, though, Jez?
Well, we should
Bayern Munich, Atleti, Olympiacos.
Bayern Munich is a dodgy one. We know what happens with Bayern Munich. I don't care what anybody says.
Bilbao. That's some tough games.
Bruges could be a banana skin after what they did to Rangers. But, yeah, I mean, come on. We should get through the door. But I want this guy out, mate. I'm fed up with it now.
Playoffs.
I feel sorry for Kenny and DJ. How you guys put up with this bullshit going week in, week out? Sorry, mate. All them fans, right, that made the effort to go up to Anfield. They spent money out getting there, and I was watching them when the goal went in. You know, I mean, it was a good goal. It was a good free kick. You can't deny it. And they're like, hands on their heads. They're like, oh, here we go.
I'm saying reality's kicking in, mate.
Here we fucking go.
I'm with it, mate. And this is only 3 fucking games. You know what I mean?
You know what it is? No, it is. I think what it is for some people is that you got to remember, as much as you feel sorry for some match-going fans, because I've got to enjoy this, you know, the disappointment of yesterday, and we kind of know what's coming. We kind of know that we're going to need quite a few snookers to win this. The reason why I'm saying that is because I just look at Liverpool signing these and they're going to be immaculate. So it's a case of I do it because I love watching Arsenal, but I will say my piece. But there's still some fans you shouldn't feel sorry for. There's still, you know, a good what I call it wing of the Arsenal fan base who still have this mantra: win, draw, lose, let's all hit the booze. And because they're like that, they want everyone else to be like that. They want everyone else, you know, to be Arsenal. I mean, we wouldn't have had this podcast if we weren't all Arsenal fans, but they want us to be Arsenal fans 24/7. We can't criticise. We've got to get behind the boys 24/7. We've got to get behind the manager because he's the one in possession. We've got to get behind the guys because they're wearing a red shirt. We're always going to get that kind of mantra, and then they're going to be referring you back to the 70s when we were poor after beating me. There's still quite a lot of these guys, you know, in the football club, and you've got, you know, the other guys who just think, yeah, it's Liverpool. What do you expect? Well, last season they weren't saying that. We were the next cab of the rank, and before we you know, we thought they're going to get Gay, we knew they're going to get Isaac. We're the ones who had the best transfer window. Apparently, if you listen to the experts, you know, people were making us favourites. Some Arsenal fans even went as far as saying, you know what, yeah, we're good to go. I mean, maybe some of us inside thought, you know what, if we can win tomorrow, so we win Anfield yesterday, you know what, this lays as a marker. And that's why I'm so angry, is because you've got to lay down a marker. You don't just go there and get a point. You've got to beat them. You think like Chelsea 2010 when they won the league. albeit by 1 point. They won away at Old Trafford, home and away at against Man United. They went home and away against Liverpool, and they went home and away against Arsenal. Don't get me wrong, we were like basically the whipping boys of the top four, but they won the league by laying down markers. That should have been us. The team we got is there. We don't really have much weaknesses. Probably, down the left-hand side. But if you've got Eze there, or you've got him in the middle, you can compensate for that. You got Gyökeres, you can compensate for that. Because Liverpool got weaknesses, but they compensate for that because they find a way. Both their right backs, they played a bloody midfielder at right back, but they still found a way to win the game. That should be us.
Enough. This is my question.
Enough would be enough this season, Jez, yeah? Because I'm telling you right now, the fact that them fans in the away end up at Anfield had their hands on their heads, looking at that fucking monstrosity of a performance after they've been doing the utmost to fucking get behind the team. Yeah, some of them over the top with their fucking support for this manager, but each their own, whatever. But at the same time, I can say what I want as well. About whether I fucking like him or not, so can any of us. Yeah, but they've been backing him, and they're backing him financially as well by travelling up there. Yeah, going up to Manchester, going to all these games home and away, paying their season tickets like DJ and Kenny. And at the end of the day, everyone can have their opinion, of course they can. But the fact that they were all fucking doom and gloom with their hands on their heads after match week 3, seeing Gyökeres not get a fucking kick, not even have a shot. Seeing Eze on the bench after making the fucking whole presentation last week against Leeds. They're all travelling up to Anfield. Fucking hell, we're going to see Eze today. You're going to see him starting the fucking game. We've got the best chance we got of beating them. They've been shit for 2 games. Made them look like a fucking great football team again, which they are, by the way. However, they ain't looked at. Man United got the run rings round by fucking Grimsby the other night. We made them look decent. Yeah. And it's like, that is the straw that's going to break the camel's back, mate, because I'm telling you right now, this manager is the enemy of fucking football. Yeah, and it's all well and good playing shit football like Jose did, Simeone, and all these other managers over the years. They win shit.
Yeah.
It's like win a raffle. Yeah, we've seen, and the thing is, people like Peter Schmeichel's come out and called it out. Yeah, and then people all going on Peter Schmeichel, these ex-players and pundits and fucking, that's why they're not managers, because they ain't got a clue what they're talking about. No, they know more about football than we fucking do. They played the game at the highest level for the best club in the league at the time. Then it's like, what we're doing here for the best manager ever, in my opinion, anyway.
I've got this question then. I'm going to ask you this. Guys, Lee, DJ, Matt.
Just hold that thought for 2 seconds. Sorry, mate. Let me just grab these super chats. Otherwise, I'm fucking, they'll be there forever. Ten Hag is available. Yeah, because Leverkusen have got higher standards than us. Sacked him after being 3-1 up against 10 men and drew 3-3. They sacked him. Maybe Man United should have fucking done that. Big up Luke, man. We need another striker. If Gyökeres gets injured, we're back to square one with Marino up front. Good window, but could be even better. Could have been better, sorry. It was an all right window, yeah. It wasn't amazing. It was decent, but weren't great. Yeah. Christ is king. Big up to you. I'm done with these top of the table games, overhyped and failed to deliver. Still think the league in top 4 is a lottery. Big up Lee and friends. Big up to you, brother. Appreciate you, man. And top 4 and these big the Premier League in general is just a scam, mate. Big up to Darkside Gunner. I have a theory. I think Eze and Gyökeres are Berta signings, hence the treatment. When 29 is back, watch him drop Gyökeres. Big up to the panel. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. 100%, bro. Bless up to you, my friend. Big up Dow as well. Someone please tell me what he said about Eze. Somebody put it in the chat, please. Somebody get the quote if you can. And go on, Jez. Sorry, mate. Bless up to you, Dow. Go on, mate.
My question is this, right? Going to home games is expensive enough, right? Going to away games costs you money. Travel, food, getting up early, getting a train, getting a fucking coach, getting in your car, whatever. With the economy nowadays, it's a major, major thing. And I know that personally. As a younger man, I used to beg, borrow, and fucking steal to get to an away game. I was a selfish bastard, right? And I can sit here and say I'm a bit ashamed about it now as an elderly man. But at the end of the day, the away fans, if they've got any fucking brain, they will eventually turn on this and they will say, no. I've been and seen it at away games when it was all going tits up with Wenger, with Jules Graham, with Bertie Mee. We would like, nah, this ain't working. Boo, boo, get him off. You're crap. Now, I'm privileged to be able to stand or sit, as I'm sitting here, to say I've experienced it. Kenny, you've experienced it. DJ, you've experienced it from years ago. I'm going back a long way here, right? Lee, you've been there, the latter years of Wenger. There has to be a fucking point in time when the fan base turns round and says, enough is enough. We cannot accept this anymore. This manager is taking us absolutely nowhere. And I'm so angry that this fan base accept abject bloody failure, continually supporting this absolute idiotic prick arsewipe manager. We had there yesterday potentially the chance of beating them, right? And all those fans that made that 4 or 5 hour journey by train and other means of transport stood there at the Anfield Road end and saw that absolute bloody rubbish. It just baffles me beyond belief by anybody who wants to go and see Arsenal away. Seriously.
The trouble is, Jez, right?
Go on, mate.
The trouble is, right, Arsenal Football Club under this manager with the PR and all the, everything else, especially since COVID, it's become a fanfare. It's not a football club anymore. It's become a fanfare. It's like when the fair comes to your local park, everyone goes over there and has a good old jolly up. Arsenal come into town. Hey, let's all get out there. It's a fanfare. It's a day out. That's all it is. No one's really serious. A lot of fans, unfortunately, are not really serious about winning anything. They're just there for the ride. They're just there for the occasion. They get their tickets, go on the Dodgems, go on the roundabouts, and come out with it. And then they listen to all this crap that the manager comes out with, and all this protection he's getting from ex-players, like your Ian Wrights, your Theo Walcotts, your Martin Keowns, your Ray Parlers. I'll call them out. Petit was on TalkSport today, spitting facts again. Yeah, he ain't getting nowhere near the football ground, right? Yeah. And the problem is, while this continues, the standard of this football club will just keep plummeting and plummeting and plummeting and plummeting and plummeting. And I keep saying it: the next manager that comes in, this manager is going to put us back 5, 6, 7, 8 years. 8 years. The next manager that's coming in has got to pick up all the pieces. And they ain't going to trust him. They won't back him, right? And it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And people are saying to me, "Oh, you're over-exaggerating. It's only one game." I watched this last season. I watched the season before. This is rinse and repeat what I was watching last season against Brighton, Southampton at home, Leicester. I'm not even talking about the away games. I'm talking about the home games where we were dreadful. 0-0 at home against Everton, I had to sit through. This ain't new. This ain't a one-off. People, this ain't a one-off what I was watching at Anfield. If this was a one-off, I'd accept it. But this is what I've been witnessing, and me and Kenny's been witnessing live, week in, week out, for the last 2-3 seasons now. I can name games at the Emirates that I saw that was just as bad. And we've got the players. This is what I'm saying. And I said it, Lee. I said it, and I keep saying it. You give the manager the team we had last season, before Eze and Gyökeres was even through the door. You give Klopp, Hansi Flick, Simeone, Zidane, Glasner. You give them managers this team that we had last season, they'd have won a trophy. This guy has had everything he wants. And he's still getting everything he wants. He's like a spoilt kid. I want that new toy. I want that new... But here you go and you can have it. You can have it. I don't like that one. I want that one. I don't like that colour. I want that colour. Yeah, go on, you can have it. Honestly, it's just a joke. And the problem is, you go on to certain channels and you flick through and you listen to media and you do all this and do all that, and they're still finding every single nook and cranny to not say it as it is, to not pick out the real problem of this football club. And the real problem of this football club is not the players. We can blame them all individually. Players will have bad games. Players will disappoint you sometimes. But I'm sorry, I'm not getting on any of those. That squad is good enough to win a trophy. The core problem of this football club, and I'm talking about your Marinos and all that, whether I think they are good enough to play for Arsenal or not, the core root, the core virus, COVID of this football club is the manager. And until he goes, we ain't winning nothing.
It's the Black Plague.
Simple as that. Simple as that.
The bubonic plague of this football club. This manager here is the absolute worst of the worst. I'm telling you, it's the worst of the worst, man. And people can keep putting their head in the sand. We're gonna get more. What you saw yesterday is gonna be a micro snapshot of what we're gonna see all this season if things don't change. It's ridiculous that we say here, this is all we heard in May, y'all. Oh, wait till we sign this person. Wait till we sign that person. Wait till we
get a striker.
Kenny, how many times have we said on show? Wait till we get this. We got to get this. We need attacking play. We
got all those players.
Matty, the striker's only played 3 games. He looks like he's just rocked up from Barking and Dagenham and Redbridge non-league.
I told him yesterday, I said, the brother looked like he's
3 games.
He's just out of it. I said, look at
he looks as if he's worth a tenner.
Yeah. Just look at him.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He's still got this kind of. He's still, if you look at our next 2 games are going to be against Nottingham Forest. I mean, Nuno Espirito Santo will be a goner by then. So they're going to, again, look at the situation. They're going to have a new manager to impress, probably. And then you've got Man City. We don't know what Man City's going to turn up. We're probably going to beat them, but we'll beat them because they're going to still have this arrogance that they can come to Emirates, dictate the play, go and play on the front foot, and we'll clean up again. But the situation is that not many teams are going to play like that against us, especially in this league. So it's going to be just like last season. And all right, we'll have the injuries, but we'll be able to cope because we've got the personnel. But it's just a shame that you've got Gyökeres on the side. Now, I'm not saying he's an Erling Haaland, but you've got someone with bad goals. Feed him. You got Eze on the side. Change the way we play. Don't get me wrong, it's risk and reward, but you're only going to win titles by risk and reward. Supposing goal difference comes into play, we're going to need to play attacking football. But the problem with this guy is that he can't help himself. He just can't help himself. Just his usual negative self, and it's a temptation to play like that. Once or twice. You bet. We'll go to the Etihad. Man City will probably be a top 4 side by then. And that's not being arrogant. I can only go by the 3 results, so may improve. But we could be somehow in a title race. But I'll tell you one thing, you won't go on the front foot to come and blow them out of the water. It'll be like 7 DMs, see if you can nick it from a set piece, and then we'll go home and everyone's going to call him a tactical genius. It's ridiculous. But the problem is...
Kenny.
Yeah, it's pathetic. This is what he said about Mikel Arteta. Sorry, mate, I've only literally just seen that.
Good, brother. It's all good.
I was on another screen. Mikel Arteta, you have to put the ball in the back of the net. We were much better than last year when we drew the game. Today we have 3, 4, 5 situations inside the box, 1v1. Eze, completely through just to finish the action. You have to put the ball in the net if you want to win. But when it's 29, we have to give him 50 games.
50
Hang
games.
on, we'll run him down. We'll run him down.
Penalty, cuddle him and run him to the away end and cheer him.
Lee, when Eze had that chance, he was going for the equaliser. We'll run him down when Eze had that chance.
This is what I'm saying, yeah? And this is what people do not get, yeah? This is why I fucking love you lot, mate.
Throw him under the bus.
Because not one of them scrubs that sits in them press conferences said to him, yeah, but that's fine. Yeah, we were 1-0 down, mate. 1-0 down. You have to put that in the back of the net. Cool. Did Eddie Nketiah do that on a regular? Does 29 do it enough? So what's the difference, Mikel? Because it was 50 games for him and it's 19 minutes for him. Yeah, they're too scared to call him out. Yeah, and this is why so many people chat shit about us in the comments, online, wherever. It's words on the screen. Nobody really cares, mate. Yeah, the fact and reality is, no fucking people call this guy out on a regular basis. Yeah, they sit in press conferences keeping their gig going. Yeah, Tom Canton and all his little band of merry men could have got up and said to him, excuse me, Mikel, but when it was 29, how comes that's different then? When he's lying about Mosquera making his debut, why didn't they say, excuse me, Mikel, but he played last week. You played him last week, mate. Literally, you played him at home last week. Yeah, oh, Mikel, yeah, we've just done the maths, mate, and we haven't had the most points in the last 3 years. Why have none of them stood up and said that to him? Yeah, we're the best team in Europe. Excuse me, Mikel, we just got knocked out. We're not in the Champions League final, mate. So we're the best.
They lose access.
And that's my point. And this is why, Kenny, I call these fucking bastards out. Yeah, because they're sitting there getting told barefaced lies, and they're supposed to be the link between the fan base and the club. Instead, they're in the club's pocket, peddling out bullshit, letting them get away with it.
You know why that is? Because what's happened, right, is that back in the day, we're hankering for a day when journalists, had managers by the balls. They had English managers by the balls. They called them out. Now everything's about kinsmanship. It's about building relationships. It's about
networking. That's what I keep getting told. Networking. This is how that knob gets into fucking every gig he's getting.
Every newspaper, even like the tabloids, had a top journalist and took no crap for any manager. They'd ask the right questions. Now you've got people who are all about building relationships, and some of them are just getting scraps and probably leftovers, but they'll feed that to the fans, and that is what we're supposed to believe. But the problem is that we've got to get used to it. For instance, you look at the line of questioning yesterday. It's all about respect. Look how some of the media were scared to ask Arteta certain questions. But
I haven't even seen it, Kenny, because I wasn't interested in it.
But look at the way they were dealing with Unai Emery. Even yesterday, the line of questioning for Unai Emery, because Unai Emery is not seen as his golden child. Yet Mick Arteta, the line of questions is just a joke. Never gets stopped. What is it? Is it because he's going to sulk and run away? What he did it last year, because he was asked a few, half decent,
That's because Unai won't kick him out of a press conference. Yeah, this manager will. Gal Davis. Do you remember Gal Davis sat and said first press conference of the season when we played Brentford and 29 scored? Do you remember?
Yeah.
I think it was Brentford. I may be wrong. Yeah, but
that was after the Friday night game, wasn't it? When we lost 2-1.
That's when we lost to Brentford.
Oh, we lost 2-0.
No, it was the first game. It was one of the first games of the season. It was the press conference for that, and it was like the build up to the game. I think it was the Friday night game. I think you might be right. Yeah, I think you might be right. Gal Davis has took notes from his last press conference of last season.
Yeah,
came into that press conference for the first game of the season. Yeah, said, so Mikel, you said in the last press conference XYZ. How much of XYZ do you reckon you've achieved this summer? Yeah, she weren't seen again for 8 months. Didn't see her again for 8 fucking months. Yeah, because he walked out of that press conference and said, don't want her in there again. Yeah, absolute fucking disgrace. Yeah, these press conferences are just that isn't his element.
Lee, this is why they don't want this manager to be gone, because they lose all access. Because this is it. Once he's gone, that's it. This is like killing the vampire. You take the vampire, all the other vampires die off. And that's what they don't want, because they know that the next manager that's coming in is probably going to be somebody with some sense. And they're going to say, "Yeah, we ain't got time for all this stupidity, And it's going to be ran like a club's supposed to be ran. They have sucked off of this football club for the last 5 years, 5-6 years, and they have sat there. They have consistently not said a damn thing. And see, let me tell y'all something. I used to work in the press. See, that I can see and talk about this. I actually used to sit there. I actually have pictures. Lee has actually seen pictures of me sitting in the press room with Jurgen Klinsmann. So don't come there. So I know what I'm talking about. They're sitting in these rooms. That most of these folks are not even qualified. They can't even read, can't even do A B C D L M N O P. They can't even do any of that. And they're sitting in there and they're asking these stupid ass questions. They're coming in there with cards and boxes of balloons on the first day of the season.
And poems.
And poems. Oh, man. Violets are red, all this bullshit.
Arsenal Red, United are too.
Yeah, it's a circus. It's like you said, it's an absolute circus.
Fanfare. It is.
Yeah, fanfare. And then most of these guys, just like we saw this summer, when they had that thing, they called Arteta up on stage. That's all it was, just a jolly up. And then when it's time to get down to business, and we're sitting later on in the season, we're sitting back behind 8, 9, 10, 12 points. Now you want to start talking about the trophies. It's too freaking late for that. The transfer window just closed. I don't hear anybody else talking about players that we should have got. The window just closed. That's
can anyone tell me where did Rodrigo end up? Because Henry talks bullshit and Flowers have been milking that all fucking summer. Which cunt made that up? Which cunt made that rumor up? Because as far as I'm aware, he's still at Real Madrid, right? Oh, of course. Got him a fuck ton of views though, didn't it? How many transfer videos have I done this summer? None. I have a second channel. I could have done every single fucking football club's transfer news. Yeah, and that channel would be on more than this in terms of subs. Yeah, they're all about that. It's bullshit. I'm going to get these super chats, but before I do that, Zinchenko to Nottingham Forest. David Ornstein's just tweeted out. Yeah, Zinchenko, they're working on a deal to get him to Forest. Yeah, on loan, but we'll come to that in a second because we're going to talk about transfer window. Big up to Daily, bro. Big up Lee and the panel, absolute legends. Bosh, you're the legend, Daily. Bosh. Thank you, man. Hope you're well, brother. Would the panel take a punt on Mourinho? What, Jose Mourinho? I'd take Jose in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
absolutely.
If we're going to play this fucking terrorist football, then might as well go and get the terrorist fucking football manager, innit?
You know what? They'll set him up to fail. They'll set him up to fail, Jose. And because what will happen is that they'll start
leaking. They wouldn't want him. He plays negative football, can he? Exactly. What the fuck is this then?
And then what will happen is that these Arteta sort of like appreciation society or friends of the Mikel would show that bare their teeth like they did with Unai Emery. The whole, and you'll see the real them because.
Oh, sorry, my bad, Kenny. Sorry, mate. Zinchenko has signed. My bad, I read it wrong. He has signed for Forest on loan. Straight loan.
Oh, that's fantastic for him. You know,
what is Edu cooking at Forest? What is Edu cooking?
He'd be in midfield over there.
I don't know. It's nice to not in them anyway. You know, there's I'm sure there's a nice little community. I'm sure when the war started in Ukraine, I'm sure they took a lot of Ukrainian refugees because at the end of the day, Ukrainian asylum seekers, they're okay. Not other asylum seekers, as long as they got blonde hair and blue eyes and they're Ukrainian war refugees. Oh, I'm a good person. I took in refugees, not one from Africa. I took in someone with blonde hair and blue eyes and Ukrainian, isn't it? Yeah.
My neighbour downstairs is Ukrainian. I knocked on their door already. She left their light on in the car. Interior light. Yeah. She ain't got blonde hair and blue eyes though.
She's a market opportunity. So we'll have him back next season. Don't worry. He'll be coming back.
There's a straight loan. He'll be back next season.
Yeah. We got 3 coming back.
We got 3 coming back.
3 coming back. We know.
They're all coming back.
All right, big up to Z as well, man. Bless up, brother. Yo, bro, that guy's a prick, man. I'm going to mud that guy every time he runs his guns. I've got that guy on the ropes, bro. He is fully rattled. Yeah, man's going, I don't like bullies. Yeah, good one, mate. Good one. I don't like frauds either. Big up Unique. As I've already mentioned, do not accept anything this season. Expect anything this season, sorry. I can't see with the goggles off. We may go trophyless again. This season will be pivotal for Arteta. Just over $1 billion spent and he's on the ropes now. Just need somebody to throw in the towel. Bro, the fans are going to throw the towel in, trust me. Because enough people have said...
I got it right here. I got it right here. I'll throw it right now. Get him out of here.
Yep. It is what it is. Listen, the fact and reality is... Yeah, Unique. Big up to you as always, man. Yeah, the fact and reality is... Yeah, these men have been saying for the last 3 or 4 years, he's great, he's fantastic, he's this, he's that, he's got a super team now, he's going to win, he's got the best this, the best that, he is the best, he is this, he is that. Cool. You keep spunking all your money going up and down the fucking country then, yeah, and keep watching us try and play for corners. Yeah. DJB said earlier, yeah, mate, we see it when we kicked off. As soon as Declan Rice fucking kicked that ball off, I was like, yep, that's out. Is this what we're doing?
Did y'all peep the long throw-ins in our half of the pitch yesterday? Did y'all peep that? Did y'all catch that? The long throw-ins in our half of the pitch.
And I'm gonna lay another one on you. Champions League playoffs.
Woo. That's it. We've actually got quite a tough set of games. The only luck for this manager is that the toughest games are at home. Hey, or the ones that are seen as the toughest games, the biggest clubs. Let me just grab this real quick here. Leader of the team takes responsibility for the team's actions inactions, faults, etc. This manager does not do that. He's not a leader. Fact. When he was asked about signings, yeah, he said we leave that outgoing. Sorry, he said, well, I'll leave that down to Berta and the club. When he's asked about fucking the captain's armband, well, we left that down to the players. Yeah, we let them decide. Yeah, this guy takes no accountability. The only thing he takes is 15 million quid out of our club fraudulently into his bank account every single month, every year even. 15 million a year into his fucking bank. That guy has been winging it since he got it. Yeah, and all these fans, yeah, that are still blindly backing this, you're the biggest problem. No, I don't give a fuck. You can call me out for boxing fights. You can tell me death threats. You can fucking do whatever you want. Nobody cares, bruv. Because ultimately, it ain't my fault he can't win. Who cares? Ain't my fault he can't win. You're aiming your anger at the wrong person. Aim it over there, mate, because it ain't my fault he's a loser.
Yeah, he's the world class. He's the one getting the pay packet. He's the one that sets out the team to go out. He's the one walking. Hey, morning walk before the game. All of that stuff.
No, maybe they went for a walk with Win.
Yeah,
they were taking Win for walkies.
Yeah. You go get us the paper bag.
Hey, buddy, I did 18 fucking kilometers walking today with 2 fucking wins, bro. I was saying.
I mean,
I was up and down hills, hiking and everything today. 18 kilometers. Yeah, and win. Yeah, that fucking. Imagine having the audacity, though, mate. Yeah, to buy a fucking dog and call it Win, and then the very next game, 2 days later, or the next, it was 2 days later, you then give Man City the title, and all of our fans are sitting there going, "Can we see pictures of Win?" How about to see pictures of him saying fucking Sky Sports breaking news, sacked? How about that?
You knew it was going to be a shit show when he first pulled up and you had somebody talking about the Arteta's revolution. And the man
that was Charlie Boy Watts, the puppet on the payroll, yeah.
I mean, come on, you knew it was a shit show then. So this thing was a shit show from the rip, and it's been that way the entire time. And now you finally see the molded bread, because this is where we at. The bread is molded and it's just sitting up on the shelf. And you just trying to make a sandwich. Man,
no, don't worry, man. We got new bread now. We got new bread. It's made in a lab. You can run it underwater and it don't fall apart. Have you seen that? Yeah, that's Mikel Arteta. There's new bread. I see the video the other day. There's bread where you run it under the water and it's been made in a lab, and they're selling this shit. This is what people are eating, by the way. It's in your country, mate.
I don't even eat bread like that. So
I don't eat bread like that either. I just eat fresh bread. That's it. No, real talk. You can run this bread underwater and it don't fall apart. Yeah, it's in Walmart.
Oh my lord!
There you go. Oh, who owns Walmart? Oh, Stan Kroenke. The whole thing's a fucking scam.
You couldn't write it, could you?
The whole thing is a scam.
Honestly,
I'm going for a piss, lads. You know, we crack on.
You know what, right?
Grab these. I'll grab them when I get back. Go on, DJ. Go on.
What do you give the window out of 10? You can give it what you like. We've still got the same manager in charge. You can give it 10 out of 10.
I told you you could go
give it 10 out of 10 if you want to give the window 10 out of 10. Yeah, we've had the best window in years. Yeah, fine, cool, but you've still got the same manager there. Doesn't matter. You can have you seen what he's done already to Eze by what he's come out with? Confidence, bang, on the floor. Have you seen the way Gyökeres plays because he's tactically inept? Have you seen what he looks like as a forward player? Honestly, because tactically, he's making him look like Donald Duck running around. Honestly, it's just going to get worse, though. I can't see. I want to see a positive. I want to see a light at the end of the tunnel. Defensively, yeah, okay, but that's never been the problem defensively.
Well, you know, team selection
light at the end of the tunnel.
The thing is now, team selection is going to be quite interesting, even without Saka still being injured, with Havertz. I keep calling him Hazard. I mean, with that, I think one barely eats, the other one likes hamburgers. So, you know what I mean. But in terms of Havertz, even with those players out, I'll be very intrigued to see our team selection for the Nottingham Forest games, because Eze's good to go. Martin Odegaard's fit. Madueke, he's fine, but he's going to play on the right-hand side. He's got a decision to make about Martinelli. Nottingham Forest are not going to pose as many problems. against than probably Liverpool. However, they're probably okay in the counter attack, but they lost the pace with Elanga. I'll be intrigued to see what his approach and see his team selection because, you know, obviously, he's got an embarrassment of riches and he doesn't know what to do with them, guys.
Because he's never been in that position, Kenny. He's never been in a position because he's learning on the job. This is a new chapter. This is another new chapter in his learning, because he's never had to handle a team where he can pick basically two teams. He's never been in that position. He's always been comfortable picking the same players week in and week out. Now he's got to accommodate Eze. Now he's got to accommodate this one. Now he's got to put this one here and this one. He's never had that experience. So this is another thing he's learning. And we ain't got time for him to learn anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's like you
say he's learning the job, but he's been in a title race for the last.
That's what I'm saying.
So he's got that experience. He's
an experienced manager, Kenny. He's an experienced manager, but there's a thing now that he's got to do, as you said. He don't know where to play players. He don't know where to play Eze. He ain't got a clue, really. He really ain't. He'll put him out on the left, or he'll put him here, and he'll bring Wanyeri on, or he'll bring Dowman on. Then he won't play him. I mean, look what Wanyeri. Why didn't Wanyeri get a start off? That's all he had to. I just can't. I'm lost for words, man. I'm just lost for words. I'm fed up. I'm like Jez. I'm absolutely fed up with him. Absolutely sick to the back teeth with him. Really am.
He's on borrowed time. Because what he's going to do, I know exactly what he's going to do, Kenny. When we play Forest, he's going to come out there with some offense. He's going to try to play, let's go forward. And as soon as we play City, he's going to go right back to what we saw against Liverpool. And then when we play in the Champions League, he's going to go right back to the defense because I don't want to drop points. And then he's going to open it up when we play lesser teams, and then we're going to end up that's when JB, you'll see those tactics that he'll start to screw us up again, where he'll misjudge on putting this player here. He'll start doing stupid stuff. We've seen it so many times that we know what's coming.
Yeah.
Only the uninitiated doesn't know what's coming. We know what's coming. We've seen this over and over and over and over and over and over. You know it's coming.
But this is what I'm saying, Matty. He's not learning from his mistakes. What sort of person? You've got to learn from your mistakes, surely. But he doesn't learn.
He doesn't think he's making mistakes. He generally has a style of play which he's married to, and only certain personnel can play. I mean, come on. He should have put his foot down when Saliba was injured in the warm-up. It would have been a no-brainer. He said, look, he can't play. You know, I know you're one of my best players, but I need fit men because you're going to be doing a lot of running and you're going to have to do a lot of concentrating. If you're in pain, you're no good to me. So what's happened, right, is that by playing Saliba, he's wasted a subject. He's wasted an option to come off the bench.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Yep. That's potentially, a place. Ethan could have got on, but he can't get on because there's only four places, for replacements now because he's wasted it on Saliba. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to batter him just to make it up. I'm going to batter Saliba. I think, mate, you need to think about your teammates. You're out of order. If you're in pain,
so you can't go.
Again, there's other games. You've got a season. You may play. You've got a game against Liverpool on the 7th of January. You don't need. Sometimes we need fit men. That was the purpose of having this massive squad and getting 6 or 7 players in because of injuries from last season. So we'd have been covered during the game. We're all right. You're not that special. And I say it metaphorically, so you're a great player, but you're not that special that we're going to play with, injured players because it's you. It's the team's got to come first.
Did anyone catch Timber's injury yesterday? Did you catch that again? Did y'all see that? Couldn't come off because of what Kenny just said. You used the substitution, so Kenny, so he had to play through the injury again yesterday. So we don't know what's going on there. I mean, this is malpractice we're looking at, gentlemen. This is malpractice. This is absolute malpractice. This manager, he's consistently doing this. He's playing. He's not even looking at scenarios anymore. He's just shooting from the hip.
Is this not Arteta's last contract year? We're now entering.
No, because he remember he renewed JS last year.
It's got
Yeah,
another
so he's
season.
got another 2 or 3 years. He's got another 2 or 3 years on that deal.
I said
was
Christmas.
Is it?
I think he's got 2 or 3 more years. Somebody in the chat tell us in a second. I think he's got 28. Yeah, 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah. 2027.
You thinking like I hope they will buy him out. Just buy him out, send him home. I mean, that's the best you can hope for. Buy him out, send him home.
Look, it's early days because, but our mind's been made up about him. He's not the manager that we want to take us into the next era of winning trophies. Well, which is one trophy to do. But the fact is that surely, if it doesn't work out, and it's a big if. At the end of the season, surely he's got to look at this and think, you know what? When is he going to admit to himself that he's taking his team as far as they can go? Because the top managers do that. You know, Klopp, he was mentally and physically exhausted he wasn't looking forward to another pre-season. So he went to Liverpool and said, look, I'm good. I've got to go. Guardiola despite the fact that he's a football philistine, at least he's got the nuts to admit, yeah, I've taken it as far as I can go. He did it at Barcelona, did it at Bayern. That's what top managers do. They just hang around, Wenger style. You know what I mean? Or Moyes style, where they hang like he did at Everton. They just hang around and want to be the longer-serving managers. The modern managers these days put their hand up and say, "Yeah, this is as far as I can go," because there's a lot to deal with now. Social media, press conferences. Having to buy and sell players, fit players in the team, even get players you don't want. Mentally, he's going to have to take a toll. Surely, if he doesn't deliver the title, he could, resign and think, you know what? At least the next manager's got top players. We don't want a Wenger situation where the top players are gone and we've just got basically players just not good enough, even for the top four. But that's what we're heading. If one, it doesn't improve, which is the obvious, or he doesn't admit that his time is up. And what I mean is that he's taken it as far as he can go. And that's the biggest worry I can get, because we've gone second. The only way is up. But sometimes the only way is down. Third, fourth, fifth, and then you miss out top four altogether, because that's what happened with Arsene.
Mm-hmm. And
if he's not going to change his way of playing, and he's still going to rely on the same personnel, and then when you get players, you're not going to update, use your new tools, a new toy, and get the benefits from it. Then, if with Liverpool getting stronger, it's obvious to me that when we had to put on a show, we had to show our nuts and put our nuts on the table. We didn't lay down a marker. That's what.
No,
and that's
really annoying. Really annoying, Kenny. As I said earlier,
I actually genuinely thought, I began to believe, to see let's win the game. I could see it. Yeah. I didn't say it because I knew
I've taken it personally. I've taken it personally because he led us to believe that we might get something, and that he might have done something with all these signings, and he led us to believe that. He led us down that road thinking we could go to Anfield and get something, and then he comes out with that. And as I said, I can take losing. It's not a problem. If we'd have gone to Anfield and played well and pinged the ball around and we looked brilliant in attack, and we hit the post, one off the line, and their keepers making saves and they're blocking shots. We've had brilliant penalty decisions turned down. And then Szoboszlai bangs in that free kick and we lose 1-0. You hold your hand up and go, okay.
Fucking hell, Alisson had a blinder.
We've been done. But at least then we're showing the rest of the league that we mean business and we can see a direction we're going in. That yesterday looks like we've just come full circle. That
game looked like we would just play the whole fucking season, and we were playing out the last games of the season.
I'll tell you what that game looked like, Lee. I'll tell you what that game looked like. We needed a point to stay in the Premiership. We couldn't. Honestly, it looked like a relegated team frightened of winning, frightened of expressing themselves to lose. That's what it looked like. It looked like we were bottom of the league. We needed a point to stay up.
Let me grab these super chats and I'll get all your thoughts on this. If any of you need to go at any point, because I'm going to stay live for a little bit longer anyway.
I've got because I've got Aaron's at 9 o'clock, Lee. But
yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. Sorry, mate, and I was late,
right.
way late anyway.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry.
No, shout your channel out, mate. You're going on with Aaron, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to go on with Aaron now. I've got the midweek mingle, me and Nortsky on Wednesday, and then Thursday I've got Kenny, Ken, and Aaron, and whoever I'm going to. Jez, if you want to come along, and Lee, we're doing a Thursday chat, just a general chat.
What time's that?
I'm not sure. I think it's
because I'm out at 10 p.m. I'm going out.
Oh no, I think it's in the afternoonish. I think it's 5:15, isn't it, Kenny? I said 5:30, something like that. Yeah.
Text me. I should be all right on Thursday.
Yeah.
Anyway, top man, mate. Appreciate you, bro.
Jez, always, mate. Legend, Kenny, Matty, Lee. Thank you very much. Blinding channel, and make sure.
Lovely, mate. Always make sure you sub to his channel as well. Make sure you sub to him immediately.
Out, take care, guys. All the best. Bless.
But let me grab these super chats real quick because I've been there for a minute. Big up SG, my guy always, Rob. Big up to the panel in the chat. Want to say Jez is only 400 from 10k. Well, make sure you're subbing. There's 1,800 people in here. So if you haven't subbed to Jezza, then why? Jez's Arsenal is pinned. So is Kenny's Instagram. So is Matty's YouTube. Yeah, and so is DJB's channel as well. So make sure you're subbing to all of them. But bless up to you, bro. And big up to Jezza. Big up Big Dogs. Sick of these loans. Why can't we just sell them? Because they're overpaid wankers. That's why. Overpaid wankers. That's what it is. Yeah. How does Jackson end up going for nearly 80 million with a loan? Like the loan plus the fee. 80 mil. Fucking ridiculous. That guy's fucking rubbish. Yeah, but we're out here fucking scrimping and scraping for a couple of million here and there for a couple of shit players. Like Stanley Conga. Zinchenko straight loan. How'd you get a £16 million loan fee? Yeah, like, what are we doing here? Mad. Big up to BLK crew. How many of our players are out of position? All of them, apart from the striker. So it's a 16 million loan plus 65 obligation.
Was that for Zinchenko?
No, fucking Zaka Zinchenko.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I was living in hope. I was just praying it was him.
That's for Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah, but you know, like,
is that how much it is? 16 million loan plus 65 obligation.
Yeah, but Chelsea put him on the market for 80 million. I was hearing between.
They just got 81 million for him.
Yeah, but that's his market. That's the market value that they put him up for. Even when they were playing in the World Club Championships. So
yeah, but somebody's paid it, Kenny.
I know. Yeah, but that's
when we put our players up, and he was on £100,000 a week at Chelsea. So let's not pretend this ain't like a Reece Nelson fucking kind of thing. Yeah, because why can't we get 80 for Reece Nelson?
Yeah, we know what he's like. But what's up? What thing about it is that regardless of, you know, the thing about Nicholas Jackson, you're blunt. You'll just say it as it is, and you won't add colours to it. But the way I look at Nicholas Jackson when he plays, he looks like he's a footballer. The best way to describe him is that he gets there at the end. He's that kind of footballer. He gets there at the end. You don't know how he gets there.
Yeah, it just keeps going and going and going. And
you
take a horse to water enough times, he's going to fucking drink it, isn't he?
You look at his 2 seasons at Chelsea. When you think about it, he's raw. They haven't played league. Goals-wise, he hasn't been that bad. I mean, there's players with bigger reputations of him who haven't got the numbers he's got. Like as I said, he gets there at the end.
How old is this Nico Jackson?
He's only about 23.
Young buck.
He is 24, just turned 24 in June.
Yeah.
24 years old. How old's Reece Nelson? Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson is 23. So Reece Nelson's young. I'm sorry, I'm lying. Reece Nelson's 25. My bad. Sorry, my bad.
He's like a veteran.
So, yeah, Reece Nelson is 25. He's going to be 26 in December. Right? So how comes we can't get a fucking fee for him and he's on the same wages as Nico Jackson at Chelsea?
You want to be honest. You want to be honest, Lee, and we've got to be honest to ourselves. Chelsea, the reason why Chelsea get money for these players is just simple. Put them in the shut window, play them, or send them away, send them where they get noticed. No disrespect to Reece Nelson. How can you buy a player if they're not watching you play? You think about Chelsea, they all those players, under Roman went on loan. And then because they're on loan, clubs saw what they could do, bought them and think that's how they made a profit. You can't buy a prospect. The teams have got to see him play. Like Sterling, no disrespect to Sterling, but if Chelsea want to actually offload him, he's got to play somewhere. And if he's not playing, then he's not going to get a gig. He's not going to get a gig.
Big up Hendon as well. Doesn't the 16Ms come off of the 65 when the sale goes through? Nope. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it don't. I'm pretty sure it don't. It's 16 plus 65. But that's mad. Fucking, that's in euros, to be fair. So that's about, what, 70 odd mil. That's fucking obscene, mate. Nicholas Jackson.
Yep.
Stalin would be impressed with this propaganda. Bro, I swear down, this manager, mate, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen a manager get so much money, win fuck all, and get more prop than anyone. I literally opened Twitter, when the chat were popping off earlier. The first tweet I see was a Twitter account I've never seen before, saying, I can't believe there's actually people that want Mikel Arteta out, and then when you ask them which names they want, you just laugh. Cool, we'll bring me Luis Enrique. You're laughing now. Ha, ha, ha. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, go and get me Matthias Giselle. That guy's won 5 trophies in 4 years as a manager. Yeah, well, Liverpool fans saying, well, who could do better than Jurgen Klopp? Yeah, they've won 3 out of 3, and apparently they've got a shit defence. They're the only club that have won all 3 games.
They keep winning.
And they've just signed a player for 130 fucking million.
Yeah, they said we couldn't get because Newcastle was playing Champions League football.
Yeah, Newcastle. Yeah, if you're in the Champions League, you retain your best players and you buy better players. Okay, cool. How's that working out then? Another lie that Sky Sports have peddled for years.
I think they didn't keep Isak though, did they? I think Isak reminded Newcastle. I love Newcastle fans. I've got no respect for him, but it's an awful thing to say. Mind you, look, again, let me just read something. Liverpool signed Isak for record breaking for British record free. Basically, what Isak's statement, it's been a long journey to get here, but but basically he's done a
long journey to get here.
Instagram, he's basically like confirmed that he signed for Liverpool. There's a picture of him in a Liverpool shirt. The bottom line is that Newcastle have the money, but they're not as big as Liverpool. And that's the situation. And it's an awful thing to say, but
it's not awful, Kenny. It's truthful. Newcastle are a big club, but they're not as big, nowhere near as big as Liverpool.
Yeah, but you look at Chelsea, and when Roman bought them, he immediately bought the players, and then immediately they became title contenders. But I think,
but Kenny, sorry, Kenny, sorry. I keep cutting you off, and I apologise there. Yeah. These fans will tell you, but that was before FFP.
Well, yeah, but they're right though.
Yeah, they're right. But at the same time, Newcastle are not fucking skint, mate. Yeah, Newcastle have got money. Yes, they've not got the global pool, and the global money coming in, but they've still got money. They're in the Premier League for fuck's sake. How many players have Sunderland signed? How many players have Sunderland signed?
All right, but they're not.
They've signed about 18 players.
Yeah, but they're not world beaters, are they? They're players who can, players that they could sell on for a big.
How much have they spent? Sunderland must have spent more than most teams in the league this summer.
The thing with Chelsea is that not to be funny, right? If you were trying to get your girlfriend or your wife to move from Portugal, France, Brazil, and you told them you're going to Chelsea, they think, right, where's Chelsea? Oh, it's in London. Oh, it's near the West End. Oh, look at them, they've got a nice bar. They're coming. Newcastle, the other end. What are we going to do in Newcastle? No, not too funny. It's nearer to Scotland than it is to Scotland than it is to London, isn't it? And that's the problem with Newcastle. Newcastle are always going to have a problem attracting top players. Liverpool won't, because Liverpool is a vibrant city. It's got European heritage.
And the club, the history of the football club. Newcastle's history amounts to this summer just gone when they won a trophy, and a couple of trophies 60 years ago.
But Manchester, that's basically like London with Manc accents. That's because I've been there. I know it's trust me, I've been there. You know what I mean? The only thing, the difference between London and Manchester is the accents, and it's probably smaller. But you can just about attract your wife and your girlfriend to Manchester. But Newcastle, kind of, it's not happening.
And the thing is, even though it's only a short plane journey, the football club that you sign for, Newcastle, are not going to allow you to live in London and fly up there every single day for training. Let's just be real with that.
So.
With the amount of money involved in the game nowadays, that is never, ever, ever going to happen. Yeah, and we see this with John Duran when he was when he went to Saudi, and he went to Ronaldo's team, CR7's team. Yeah, he wasn't living in that. I don't even think he was living in the country, and I think he was getting a plane into the country every day for training. Well, that fucking went well because he don't play for him anymore. 4 months later, 6 months later, he went to Bahrain. There you go. Yeah, he was living in Bahrain. Yeah, and he was flying in every day. Yeah, and let's just be real with it. Daniel says, "Don't diss Scotland, most beautiful country in the UK." I agree with that, by the way. Scotland's beautiful, mate. My parents live near Scotland. Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. Yeah, it's just too cold. I'm full of Scottish bosh. I'm only joking, jobby bastards. Big up to Jane and Russ. Watched your vids for a while and just wanted to say you guys are absolute class. Been right laugh in the pub with you all. Yeah, and I bet it's a right laugh in the pub with you all, and I'm a Villa fan. Up the Villa, bruv. Up the Villa. Jezza, I know you got a bounce, mate. Yeah. Bless up to you, mate. Go on, shout your channel out, Jez.
Jez
just go, Jezza. Just go. I know your phone's popping off as well. Go, Jez. Bless you, mate.
Hopefully tomorrow, 6 o'clock, I'll be doing the old school show. May not be Kenny. Depend. I've got an emergency call, dude.
Yeah. Go on, Jez. Just go, mate.
Look, Jez, you got more pressing things to do. Family comes first.
All right, mate. I'll catch you later.
Big up, Jez, brother. Love you, mate.
Brother.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye, mate.
Bye.
Thinking of you, mate.
Big up, Jezza. And yeah, big up to Villa as well. Good evening, Unai Emery FC, bruv. Unai Emery FC. Big up to YOLO, Amari.
You might master on those results.
I don't know. I don't know. Depends what they want, innit? Depends what Villa want as a club. Yeah, because if he loses fucking the next 2 or 3 games, he's probably getting sacked because they got more ambition than we have. You know what I'm saying?
Or because the thing is, he might then be in the Europa League, he might get a reprieve and see if he can try and win that. But it's an hard competition to win. Mind you, it isn't.
Well, he has won it 4 times.
He won
it 3 in a row, Kenny. Yeah, Spurs won it. Big up YOLO. Amari Hutchinson is now with Forest. Yeah, he would want blood versus Arteta. Well, Zinchenko's at Forest as well, which leads me on nicely to the last segment of our transfers after I get this one, because I haven't seen any of the transfers out today. Yeah, and some of them have just been confirmed in the last hour or so. Big up Suge. It's no coincidence that Saka, Saliba, Martinelli, Jesus, Nelson, Norgard, and Arteta's contracts expire in 2027. Interesting. Arteta's contract expires in 2027.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's just.
He's already had fucking 2 renewals.
Yeah, but let's go through the players. Like, stay on Suji's thing, right? Saka, Saliba has no affinity to our club.
Facts.
And right, Real Madrid will come knocking. Martinelli's not good enough. Jesus will probably
finish.
Bert will probably do the Frank Boff. Bert will tell him to do the Frank Boff. Bert will tell Norgard, you know what? Yeah, thanks. You know, you're useful for a couple of years, but you can go. The big one is Saka, because again, Saka has to win things. He has to win because remember he wasn't in the squad for the FA Cup. He's plays when he plays for England. He's playing with Champions League winners and title winners.
Yeah,
he has to win things.
Treble winners.
What did I tell you?
Winners, yeah.
I told you. I said when just look out. It's playing out in front of your eyes. People ain't gonna like what I'm about to say. Liverpool wanted to spend money next year because they pretty much loaded up. They're gonna have money to throw at Saka when it's time to get their solid replacement.
Facts. They've played the last 3 transfer windows extremely well because Slot came in, and I've seen the video. Ludog sent it to me, of Konate saying that Slot came in and said, "This is why you didn't win the league." Yeah, and he had details of every single fucking game that they had from the season that Klopp last season, last season of Klopp, and he sat down and he said to all of the players, "If you do this, and this, I guarantee we win the league." Yeah, they won the fucking league by a counter. Yeah, that
Respect
guy's
him.
a fucking clever manager. When he called out Ten Hag after that game where they slapped him up, and they said, well, we knew that they were going to do this, and this. He did it with our manager on the weekend. He said, we knew that they were going to do that, so we did this. Yeah, bro, that guy's a fucking clever guy, bro.
You know why I respect him? It's not the fact he's a clever coach, but that comes with experience. It's because he could have listened to the waffle from, and I say it respectfully, because Jamie Carragher is a much bigger Liverpool person than I'll ever be, because I'm Arsenal. But there was a lot of pessimism after Klopp left from people should know better. Even the Liverpool podcasters are very pessimistic. I'm so glad that he didn't listen to any of those podcasters, and he didn't listen to Jamie Carragher, because he just went, hang on here, I've got Van Dijk, I've got Salah, I've got Alisson, and what? This team isn't good enough to win the league. First thing he said, what a load of rubbish. And the first thing he said, that's an injustice to the players I've got.
Yeah.
And that's why you've got to respect
and
him.
He also said, yeah, this is Klopp's team. Yeah, I'm not going to rewrite history here. Yeah, at the end of the day, they've got a great team. Yeah, and I'm not going to come in and totally fuck it up kind of thing. And all he done was tweak a couple of things. He told Salah, bro, you just stand on the halfway line, don't track back. We're getting Martinelli running back at 100 mile an hour. No wonder all of our players are getting injured. They're all running back, playing in defence. Salah in that game at the weekend was fucking awful. Let's just be real with it, yeah? However, he was an out ball every time for them. Yeah, why? Because he was just loitering on the halfway line, hugging the touchline. He weren't coming back helping out fucking Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
He was just standing on the halfway line waiting for that diagonal ball to him.
Hang on here. Bournemouth took advantage of that, because they got their manager probably knows he's probably going to lose, but he has balls.
Yeah,
and he
put his nuts on the table, Kenny.
He put his nuts on the table, but our manager did nothing. But you know, if you notice with Salah, this guy, this is one of the reasons why I respect him. He's honest. He signed Isak, not because he needs him, because he's a top class, he's going to be world class. It's because he knows teams are working at Salah.
Yeah, and Salah's getting old.
Facts. And he's old.
Exactly. So, and that's what clever coaches do. Just like players have worked out some of our players, majority of them, he thinks, right, I've got to do a plan B. I've got to change the way we play. But this guy, he's so... The thing about it, right, is that it's worked up to an extent that we're difficult to beat and teams kind of fear us. The Emirates is not quite a fortress, but you don't really expect much from them. But you think about the great sides under Sir Alex, the great sides under Pep for Man City, Mourinho's Chelsea teams, and that legacy under Roman, and obviously the Man United teams under Sir Alex, and obviously Liverpool sides. In a tunnel, you lose the games in a tunnel.
Yeah,
that's what we need. That's what we need to have. We need it under Arteta. It's no good, taking Anson and covering off the tunnel and you hear the roar of the crowd. So what? I want teams, right, that when they line up against their players, looking at Saliba, Gabriel, Saka, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Well, at least I'll get the half-time oranges, like they used to do at Anfield in the 70s and 80s. When they looked at John Terry at Chelsea, I went, no, forget that. Didier Drogba. Oh no, I ain't got to mark him. Oh God. Yep. It's not just his hair channels that's going to get in my eyes. He's going to rough me up a bit. I mean, we don't. That's what we need at the Arsenal. We need to be feared. We need Emirates to be a fortress, a proper fortress, not a team that's respected and that we can't break them down. I want, with the players we got, I want us to. They look at
Kenny. When we used to have all of them ballers back in the fucking days, yeah, they were all big, tall, physical guys like we got now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the difference is they were fucking ballers, Kenny. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had Thierry Henry, we had Freddie Ljungberg, Bobby Pires, Vieira, Petit. Now we're looking at the wild horse running around, and he's fun to watch. We're looking at Martinelli watching the floor as he's running with the ball. Yeah, we're looking at Gyökeres looking lost because no fucker's passing him. We're looking at Martin Odegaard skipping around in a circle. We're looking at Noni Madueke, fair play, he played well at the weekend. Yeah, running around like he's in Timberland boots as he's doing stepovers. Yeah, we're watching fucking centre backs. Yeah, just trying to jostle somebody on the corner to win a fucking header. Yeah, off the corner. We've got a goalkeeper who's halfway out of goal every time the ball comes near him. Yeah, and we've got a manager who ain't got a fucking Scooby what he's doing. At least with Arsene Wenger, as much as I wanted him out the club, yeah, as much as I was protesting to get him out the club, yeah, fact and reality is, yeah, we see great football under that guy, and it was winning football. Yes, he fell off a cliff, and he outstayed his welcome. And this is why when people go, oh, well, you're not, I've seen so many people going after Peter Schmeichel saying, well, we're not just going to go and open up against the champions. James Benge posted out a tweet. Some bullshit. What did he say? Don't let me paraphrase it. I want to say the exact thing. I'm going to get 3 super chats after that. Matty's got some more there. Kenny, if you need to bounce at any point, yeah.
I've been called for me dinner.
Go on, Kenny. I'll let you go, mate. Me and Matty are finished.
I just want to say thanks for having me on. I'm going to be.
Kenny,
Jez has got more pressing things. If not, we do it when he's ready. Dan, I don't know if I'm on with Dan. Definitely on with DG, and I'm on with DJB. So I just want to thank everyone else. And you know what? You know the one thing that is an antidote for any disappointment that you may endure or you're feeling because of the match, or just forget. Don't forget, England have got some international games. It's the international break. So next week you've got sure thing. England are playing 2 minnows in the World Cup qualifiers.
Are they even playing? I don't even know.
No, what that
but
means.
It's a sure thing. So at least England are going to win. At least you're going to see everyone happy. You're going to see Ian Wright, we're running around Wembley with his flag in his head, and that should cheer you up. And by that time, Donald Trump may come out of hiding, and Theo Walcott might take that gum shield out of his gob.
And before you go on that bombshell, Kenny, James Benge.
Hey, Lee, I do want to say this. Kenny off to a standing ovation today.
Kenny's been on form today, bro. I swear down, he's been on.
I'll see you guys later.
Come on, Kenny. Sub to a standing ovation after scoring a hat trick.
What should do is I go, I see you guys later. That's how Theo speaks there. I'll see you later. I better go. Yeah.
See you, mate. James Benge said, "It's very strange. It's very strange for a team to move without 3 of their absolute best players away to the champions, and the suggestion from the pundits is that they should be pushing for a win." So I quote tweeted that. I put, clearly you never see Arsenal win the league at Old Trafford. Then
exactly.
These are the puppets. I then put state of these puppets on the payroll. Wankers, a lot of them. This guy gets to ask Arteta questions.
Lee, what I tell you all the time, you have to start questioning, when did these people start?
They don't support the club. They're there for their own gain. He does not support Arsenal. I refuse to believe it.
That is your answer. That is your answer, brother.
He thought, fuck, there's a way intermediary here. Yeah, I'll research and know a little bit about Arsenal. I'll speak with my posh tones, yeah, and big phrases and buzzwords. Yeah, I'll push my way into football.london. Fuck off, you fat fuck. Get out of here, man. I'm sick to death of these wankers, mate. They're ruining our football club. Yeah. Big up to Eunice, brother. Big up Eunice Roger. That being as fun to call, yeah. I'll batter him myself. Big up, Lee. Keep doing your thing. Also, Matt and Kenny love the streams. Free Palestine. Bosh. Big up to you, Eunice, my guy. And yeah, bro. OF fans 1 week. Yeah, clout chasing. I don't even know what he is. He does a couple of TikTok videos every now and again from David Bowie's son's studio, bruv. So crazy, isn't it? A couple of TikToks a month, and man's everywhere. Crazy work. Big up to Zach. How far you think Arteta gets in the cups this season? Because that's the only trophy he's got a chance to win. But apparently, it's only rivals that watch me. It's only rivals that comment. Cool. He ain't winning shit, bro. And I'll be surprised. It wouldn't surprise me one bit, yeah, if by the time that we'll probably beat Port Vale, I'd imagine. Although, who fucking knows?
Yeah, boy, man.
After Grimsby Man United the other day, and we look shit against United, who knows? But he ain't winning nothing. He's rubbish, bro. Bless up to you, brother. Lee Igal said, we stifled their attack. Cool. We lost the game. Nobody cares. We stifled their attack. Yeah, this is the same Miguel that said their defense is shit, by the way. Yeah, and then they kept a clean sheet. We had 1 shot on target.
I mean, the guy had his own problems to worry about after yesterday on the terrace.
Oh, I ain't seen it. Oh yeah, I did see it.
Yeah.
I did see it. Yeah, I did when he was having a row with Hussam. And yeah, I did. Sorry. Big up to Monty 64, man. Lee Glasner had an agreement that if Mark replacement wasn't good enough, he'd resign. Fair play to Glasner. Get him as our next manager. Get him as our next manager. There's a realistic option. He's won a trophy in England. He's won a trophy with Frankfurt. In Europe, by the way.
Yeah.
Go and get him as manager. Go and get Mateus Giselle. He won the Champions League in Asia. Yeah, with Ivan Tony Mares FC. He's just won another trophy against Ronaldo FC the other day. He's been there 2 years. He's 37. He's got nice drip and he's the best looking German we know. He also done a double in his first season and then retained the title the following year at Salzburg. They ain't won one since. Crazy. 37 years old. Been managing 4 years at top level. Unbelievable. Big up to Abbas Suleiman. Sorry. Terrorist Netanyahu of football. You man are killing me today, man. I swear this stream's been funny. But bless up to everyone who's locked in, man. Make sure you sub to all the lads as well. Go on, mate. Load the clip. Run it.
Here we go. Let's run it, my friend.
I think we elevated the game and the dominance to a point that they have to raise it. They did, especially from the 60 to 78. When then you could see that there were no margins in the game. And then when that happens, the game is going to be decided in two ways. One, with an individual error, and two, with a magic moment. And so I created a moment that it was incredible, that has winning the game, and that was the difference, nothing else.
Emmanuel Petit in studio with Simon and myself. Emmanuel, playing not to lose, are Arsenal guilty of that this Monday morning?
I think I liked the first half, even thinking that they didn't bring much danger, to Alisson, the goalkeeper. And I think I was, from the start of the game, I was quite frustrated with the first 11, the team sheet. And was thinking, what the hell? If you bring players like Eze and as well Odegaard and they're on the bench, so that means they're able to play. So what's the point? You play against probably your toughest opponent, to win the Premier League, and one of your best player, you put them on the bench at the start of the game. So I didn't understand that. So after the game, I was very frustrated with the result, of course, but with the second half, and I was quite frustrated.
Did you hear what he just said? I had to pause. Did you hear what he just said? He was what after the game? What was he after the game? Just all these fans that say when our players, they don't care about the club. They don't care. They don't love the club. They're just talking. They hate on.
He's disappointed with the starting 11. He's disappointed with the results. He's disappointed with this. Yeah, Manu Petit says it as it fucking is. Yeah, if Manu Petit says something in favour of the manager, then cool. It's Manu Petit, bro.
Yeah.
If Manu Petit, same with Thierry Henry, same with Tony Adams, if they come out and say something, them three players especially, because they're the ones that speak the most, really. Yeah. If they come out and say something, doesn't matter whether we agree or not. Yeah. Even Paul Merson, another one. Yeah, they're fucking legends of our football club. They're entitled to say what the fuck they want, whether I agree or not. Yeah, I'm going out cussing him out. Yeah, Tony Adams, calls him out. Yeah, when I see people like Martin Keown, and Ray Parlour, and Ian Wright, again, they're legends of the football club. However, they've sold their fucking money. They've sold out for money, them three. Yeah, they're still entitled to their opinion. Yeah, and I will cuss them three out because they're doing the fucking circuit of bullshit to keep the game going. These three ain't. Thierry Henry don't need to have any clout off of this football club. Martin Keown does. Because after this fan base don't know who the fuck he is anyway. Everyone knows who Henry is. After this fan base don't know who Ray Parlour is. Yeah, obviously they know who Wrighty is. Yeah, but Wrighty's a legend of our football club, whether I rate him or not. I don't like his opinions on my club. Yeah, but at the end of the day, he knows more about Arsenal Football Club than I do. He's fucking played for the club. Yeah, but it is what it is. If people want to cuss Thierry Henry and say he's jealous of this manager, you can get in the bin. Yeah. So when Ian Wright, so Ian Wright's not jealous of the manager then? So why is he bending over twerking every week then for this club? Yeah, when we're shit. Yeah, arguing with Roy Keane the other day on the podcast. Yeah, arguing with Roy Keane. Yeah, talking about, I can't remember. I fucking can't remember who he was arguing with. Yeah, they're all entitled to their opinion, and them particular players are all legends of our club. But for me, I'll sit here and I'll call out Ian Wright every single day of the week because that guy is deliberately sold out for £1 note at this football club. And Ray Parlour did as well, although we ain't seen him for a minute. Yeah, Theo's on that payroll now. And Martin Keown is also on that payroll. Yeah, the rest of them, they don't need the fucking clout. They're Manu Petit, bruv. He's won a World Cup. He's won a fucking World Cup, mate. Thierry Henry, he's got a statue outside the ground.
against Prime Brazil, by the way.
Mate, yeah.
Prime Brazil. I just want to throw that out there.
TT run rings around fucking Brazil, bro.
Prime Brazil. I just want to.
Man, yeah, bro, when they come out and speak, yeah, Petit scored in the final.
Yeah.
Petit scored in that final. Yeah, but he's now jealous of Arteta, is he? Fuck off. He's played for his nation in a final. He couldn't even get a gig at Spain. He was trying to play for England.
He can even watch towels. I mean,
with the lack of connection, you know, with Jokeres, I was very frustrated with once more time, you know, the production from Martinelli and the way they've been driving the ball, you know, controlling the ball. I think this is something very good if you want to control the ball, you know, especially in midfield. You have to put a rhythm into the game. But at the end of the day, you have to score goals. That means you have to play, you know, up front, you know, in open areas. Things like this, you have to bring danger, you know. You have to play sometimes a crazy movement, you know. You have to change the speed, the rhythm of the game. And I was asking that, you know, so intensely, you know, on sitting on my sofa at home, you know, watching the game, and it never happened. And I was very frustrated. And at the end, they try, you know, to put balls all the time, you know, the last 5-10 minutes, you know, the same way, it was predictable all the time. It was easy, you know, to defend, you know, from the Liverpool defenders. So there is some excuses, you know, when you're missing, you know, big players like Saka and Odegaard, you know, Eze as well, that kind of guys, you know, it has an impact, you know, especially for Jokeres, you know, the link with the forwards. But for me, this is not the excuse that, you know, it's like the tree that hides, you don't know, the forest, you know, behind it. So you have to realize that the Gunners yesterday have played against Liverpool, and they are not at their best level. And now they bring Isaac into the team, so it's going to be much more difficult to reach them.
Yeah, and yet Arteta says, Emmanuel, we didn't play to frustrate, we played to win.
The first half, yeah, they are, but you know, in some occasions, I was thinking to myself, that reminds me, you know, the bad Spain national team, you know, when they were controlling the ball, you know, give me the ball, I pass you the ball, give me the ball, I pass you the ball, give me the ball. And at the end, what are we doing with the ball? Are we trying to score goals? Are we trying to score goals? So they did try in the first half, but not enough for me. To bring the real danger, you know, for the goalkeeper and for the Liverpool defense. And in the second half, I was very disappointing the way they were playing.
Is it on Arteta, Sam?
Well, I think so. I was
Just the modern game.
Oh no, I think it's unfortunate for goalkeepers. I think he's a little bit of a poor man's Erling Haaland that only comes alive in the 18-yard box. But if you don't give him any service, he doesn't come alive. You could see that he was making runs, but running into space like right. So that ultimately they're not linked up yet. No one in the midfield had the clever pass in them. They're good players. Mendy's a good player and controls certain aspects of the game. And they were strong, Arsenal. In the first 25 minutes, they were physically stronger than Liverpool, and they overpowered Liverpool. And that was probably the purpose of that particular team selection. But there's no invention in it. Martinelli looks a fraction of the player. Madueke was predictable. Madueke did the same thing every single time. He never put a ball in early. He just ran the line. So the fullback knew what he was doing in the end. So I look at it and say, whilst I take some solutions from Arsenal's play at certain times, there wasn't any ambition in the way that they played in the second half. And it's all well and good bringing on Eze when the game is 1-0 down. Go win the game. Liverpool weren't in control of this game. Go win it. And that's what I felt that was lacking in Arsenal's game, was the ambition from the manager. And that's what may cost him in the longer games, because he has no excuses. Whether you play Liverpool twice a season, you get done twice by Liverpool. There's 36 other games. And
Thank you fucking very much.
Be more ambitious. And the thing about Arteta is I'm not sure that he has that switch to go and try and win games like Southgate didn't have at England level. I'm not comparing Southgate and Arteta, but for the purpose of correlation, Arsenal was strong, powerful, physically big yesterday. And some of the players on the field overpowered Liverpool. But in the second half, when they needed to have a clever pass in them, they don't have it. They didn't have it.
Simon's strong in it. You two are strong in it as well, Emmanuel. Peter Schmeichel, Manchester United legend's gone for it. Arsenal bring an ugly brand of football to our game. Arteta, let your team play football.
Yeah, I understand what he's saying, because I get bored sometimes. And I just want Arsenal to be back those days, 3 years ago when Arteta was playing beautiful football, strike football, strike to pass the ball to the forward, bring bring speed and great movement, at the end of the box, the last third of the pitch all the time. And that was very difficult to defend because danger was coming from everywhere. Now it's like, as I said, it's like I give you the ball, you give me back the ball, I give you the ball. And even some players, are
killing it, mate.
on the pitch and they don't have any solution afterwards. I was looking at Gyökeres. I totally agree with you what you were saying about Gyökeres. I was concentrating on him for at least 10 minutes during that game yesterday.
Mate, pause it right there, please.
You already said. Did you hear that?
I was watching Gyökeres.
Hold on. We're gonna do like how we do. We'll go back. I want people to hear what he just said.
Afterwards, I was looking at Gyökeres. I totally agree with you what you were saying about Gyökeres. I was concentrating on him for at least 10 minutes during that game yesterday.
At least 10 minutes. That means
just watch him for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
How many times do we sit here on fucking watch-alongs and say, don't watch where the fucking ball is, watch him. Watch him. Yeah, just watch what he's doing. Bro, this guy's won everything in the game. This guy's won a World Cup.
We're not crazy. I can tell you, we're not crazy. The internet want to make you think we crazy. Twitter want to make you think we crazy. We see and watch these players. So when you see players repeat the same thing over and over again, it's because we've watched it. And if we've watched over, I don't know, 200-300 games together, Lee, and we're seeing the same player, I'm saying, look at it, like, if I know it, I'm not getting paid a big check. So what do you think the next team that the next coach, a slot or somebody that's getting paid mega millions to see, in a sense, the competition? What they do?
If Manu Petit is sitting there, the chat saying who was speaking, the French guy's Manu Petit, ledge. Yeah. We sit there, mate. When we had halftime stinker and hooks on, right? He was on for the second leg of Real Madrid. Was it a second leg? Yeah, it was the second leg, Real Madrid.
First leg. It was the first leg.
Is it the first leg?
Is it the first leg or the first leg?
I think it was the second. Either way, it was one of them games.
Yeah, he was there.
No, it was the second leg because they did that VAR on Mbappe penalty decision, and then they did 7 minutes on. In the first half. Yeah, and we sat there and said to him, "Yo, there's 4 minutes left of stoppage time in the first half. Just watch our captain. Don't watch the ball." At half time, he said, "Yeah, I see what you guys are saying about our captain." That's after 4 minutes of just watching the captain, not watching the ball. Not watching it, you know where the ball is. Even if the captain goes out a shot, you know where he is, roughly. Yeah, bro, this guy's just sat there, a seasoned winner, a legend of French football and Arsenal Football Club, has just sat there and said, "I watched Gyökeres for 10 minutes straight." Yeah, I was just watching him. Of course, you're just watching him. This is a midfielder, by the way, not a striker.
Yeah. So he sees the game. He's going to see the game completely different. When I was, because I hadn't heard the interview. So,
I've not heard any of this until you played it.
I would assume he's getting ready to put on his midfielder hat and start talking about how to link up with a striker.
Yeah, he's just sat there and said, "You give me the ball, I give it back to you. You give me the ball, I give it back to you." Where's the intention? Where's the intent? Where's the forward passing? Where's like what we're doing? There was no creativity. Yeah, you have a striker up front, Simon Jordan's saying, but if you can't give him the ball, like, what's he going to fucking do, mate?
So I said, what is it?
Go on, sorry.
Go ahead, Lee. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say Simon Jordan. Yeah, I know he fucked up Palace. Yeah, and I like listening to Simon Jordan, even if I disagree with him. He's always a good listen, isn't he? Because he comes out with words I've never heard in my life before. Yeah, it's always funny to listen to, and the way he says stuff, is concise with what he's saying. Yeah, he backs his points, whether you agree with him or not. He'll back his point. Yeah, and then he'll have an argument and you'd have a to and a fro and call. You either agree or disagree. That's how it is. That's what it's supposed to be. That's why they get him and Keown rowing all the time. Yeah, but at the same time, when you've got this guy, Manu Petit, saying, "I watched Gyökeres for 10 minutes straight." No, we said this about 29 enough times. He makes good runs. We don't give him the fucking ball. Yeah, and he mentioned...
How many times have we said it about Odegaard? Millions.
Everyone's calling out Martinelli for not passing him the ball, and Kenny was doing all that. Let's not forget the Timber one. Timber did it, but nobody's called Timber out because they like Timber, and it's fashionable to hate on Martinelli right now.
And we're Timber supporters.
I nearly fucking smashed my mic up, fucking going crazy. I was like, he got the ball. I was going, we were going past the. You see him? He was in between the centre backs. Pass the ball. If that's Ozil, he's clean through. If that's Sesk, he's clean through. If that's Vieira or Petit, he's clean through. The Santi clean through. Yeah. It's like, bro, fucking jarring. When we played Man City, a couple of seasons ago, 29 made so many good runs in that game, man. And Odegaard and Rice just didn't find the fucking pass. They took the extra touch. Simba did that in that game at the weekend, and then he underhit the pass, and Kanate run off with the ball.
Yep.
It's like, bro, you don't need a touch. The touch is the pass, is clean through. Yeah, it's clean through, and now he's in on goal. You know he's fucking scoring if he's clean through 1-on-1.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Upset about the run he was making all the time. And you could see that sometimes Mourinho, even Zubimendi, they were holding the ball and they saw, the run he was making behind, in open space, and they never gave him the ball all the time. And they were always playing back the ball, always controlling the rhythm, but thinking, hey guys, at the end of the day, if you want to score goals, we have to go forward.
Right, but Emmanuel, with the right service, could Gyökeres explode on this Premier League?
You never get one since he signed. So, I mean,
he's killing me, Matt. He's fucking killing me. I'll say that. Manu Petit's killing him.
Did y'all hear what he just said, chat? Chat, did you hear what he just said? He hadn't got it since he's arrived. Bro.
Explode on this Premier League.
You never get one since he signed. So, I mean, the goal he scored at the Emirates, he created the change for himself.
Yeah.
Facts.
A lot of texts coming in. Hang on, Liverpool weren't that inventive themselves. Apart from Sir Bosley's brilliant moment with the 3K, did Liverpool show you much?
No, but they won the game.
They won the game.
I mean,
Both of them.
Mate, these people sit there and cuss me out every fucking day. Big up Northside for the raid. I love you, brother. My guy, always. Happy birthday for yesterday, my bro. Happy birthday for yesterday. Bless up Northside. Make sure you sub to Northside. Bless up to everyone who's raided as well. Mate, they cuss me out every single day. It's not about what I'm saying. It's the way I say it. They don't like it because I just don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'll say fuck, see you next year, all of this. Yeah, I'll call the players out and say it with him, yeah? Bro, he's sitting there as an ex-player of our club that has won trophies, multiple trophies in this club, playing sick football.
Yeah.
He's won a World Cup. He's played for Barca and Chelsea.
He's saying
everything we're fucking saying, mate.
He hadn't got the service since he's been there. We've been saying
Zubimendi. Why is he called out Zubimendi? He's got to get 49, 50 games.
Yeah. This is why I said I'm gonna call Gyökeres no service. It's not a knock on him. I'm just no.
And let's not forget, Manu Petit played in midfield. Zubimendi's a midfielder.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
Zubimendi had the ball, but he kept holding the ball. He could see the pass, but he didn't want to play the pass. Why? Why don't he want to play the pass? Why don't Odegaard play the pass? Why don't Timber and Martinelli play the pass? Right.
I used to tell my midfielders all the time. I said when they would have the ball in midfield, I would tell them.
That comment's killing me.
There's no that's classic. That I used to tell my players all the time. There's no reason because you see what's behind the attacking player.
Yes,
you see it. So if the defensive player is not in position, you're aware of it. You have to scan the field. The midfielder's eyes have to constantly be moving. I used to tell my midfielders all the time, 3 to 5 seconds on the ball. You should already know. By the time the ball comes to you, you should be able to turn around, make a move. You should be able to put the striker in wherever he needs to be. You should drop the ball right there. Give him the run away from the defender, put it where the defender has to foul the player. It's basic stuff. I'm telling you, I want to know what is Arsenal doing at their practices during the week, because there's no way you can tell me that some of these guys have been playing on other teams, and then all of a sudden now they get together. You can't play. You got people that play pickup ball during the week that can connect balls better to a striker than what we can here at Arsenal. It's on the manager, his philosophy. He's got these players playing this rotational, this U-shaped football over and over and over. Now he drops the striker in, and then he just because the striker's there in principle, he thinks we're going to score a goal. It's not going to happen. Somebody put in the chat earlier, and it slipped my mind until now. It wouldn't. They said it wouldn't put him past it that he's doing this to get everything set up for when Havertz comes back. Just throw Havertz back into the team. Oh, see, I gave him enough time to do it. Well, he's got to acclimate, so we'll just bring Havertz back into the team, which is probably what the game plan was initially anyway, until that happened. So, but remains to be seen.
You can win ugly when you are not at the best level. This is what big teams, do to win titles.
What do you want to see Arsenal do? in the weeks ahead.
I just want them to
Win
come
a
back
trophy.
where 3 or 2 years ago with brilliant movement, great passing. I mean, I remember, 3 years ago, it was such a great pleasure to watch Arsenal because every time they get the ball, they were putting under pressure the opponents, and they were at the edge of the box, the last third of the pitch, as I said, they were making great movement. There were probably 3, 4, 5 different options, for the players who was holding the ball all the time. It was great movement, with passion inside the box all the time.
Let's pull up Martin Gardner's comment right there, if you can, if you don't mind. And it's not a knock on Martin, so I want you to know I'm not coming at you or anything when I say this. This is the problem that
That's
I have.
absolutely spot on, by the way.
Yeah, this
Don't take a risk.
Yeah.
Retain the ball because he's so shit scared of getting counter-attacked.
Lee, but this is the problem with the manager. It shows you how inexperienced he is. If you got the team already playing defensive, if you lose the ball, win the freaking ball back. You should be in a position to win the ball back. If you're already coaching the team to play defensively, they lose the ball, you should already be there. A player should be there to get the ball. See what has happened. See, this is why when I hear people, because I heard a whole bunch.
I'm going to grab a beer.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
I heard a whole bunch of Sesko fans this summer talking about, he comes back and get the ball. Let me tell you, back in the day, in old school 9, all he needed to do was to be able to play with his back to the goal, link up and play with the wingers or the midfielder, move into space, give and go, quick. But as Manny's talking about, quick give and goes. That's what you were supposed to do. Even with wing players, give and goes, link up with the number 9, the striker. If you're playing support striker, you link up with whoever the main striker is, give and go, get towards the goal, attack. That's what that was. Only in the last 10 years is this new thing about everybody playing defense. And this is why attacking is lopsided in the world of football. Because too many players that have been cultured as kids that have been taught to go forward are now being taught on the highest level to go play defense. And so they're finding themselves out of position. They have to do things that they were not even trained to do when they were younger. I.e., look at what's happening to Martinelli. Look at him. That's a classic example of a player. He was designed to go forward. He was designed to attack. Soon as this manager came in, this manager comes in, he goes, I need you to play defense. He's going all the way back. You've seen him all the way back at left wing back at time. I've never heard someone come out and say Pele was one of the greatest attacking defensive players in world football. I've never seen that. You ever heard about Ronaldinho back there playing defense?
Slide tackling on the edge of his box.
I mean, you ever heard that?
Sit down.
Yeah, come on. This is what
when
I'm
was
saying.
Thierry Henry slide tackling because Ashley Cole had fucking overlapped and they've got a counter? He was like, yo, somebody else sort that out.
Back in the day, if you would have seen an attacking player back there with the defense, if that would have happened, Tony Adams or somebody, what the hell are you doing back here?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be up there. But now it's being coached that players are back there.
And not only that, just because you're sorry to cut in, yeah.
You good.
When Ashley Cole made his debut, right? Wenger gave Ashley Cole a whole fucking team talk in the dressing room before kickoff. Yeah. Patrick Vieira walked out onto the pitch with him and said, ignore everything he's just said. Yeah, we'll look after you. We'll coach you through the game.
And I just saw a comment in here. Timmy saying that Ian Rush always used to work hard in defense for Liverpool and he wasn't a bad number 9. See, not all number 9s are the same. There are some players that can go
Pesky
back.
used to work hard.
Some players could do that. Some players could do that. But you can't expect every player to do that. And this is what Arteta expects every player to do that. Every player to go.
Everyone has to play defense.
Everybody has to play defense. Because in his mind, he thinks, well, Pep was still in Barcelona. You got to go back and get the ball. You got to go back and get the ball. You got to go. If you lose it, you got to go back and get it. It's just mystifying at how the game has changed. And it's just when you see players like Jokers that can score goals. And you see how all of a sudden now how ragged he looks. And this brother was just scoring goals. Eze's coming into this team. And you're like, bro, I want to see the best of Eze. I don't want to see Eze turn into some player where he's just running around the pitch all the time.
Look at Dauman and Ethan. Yeah. When they come on or they start, well, Dauman ain't started, but when they come on, even Eze, Martinelli did fuck all in 70 minutes. Eze come on the pitch. The ball comes over to him. He's already side-eyed. The player's there, and he just whips it with a bit of backspin on the ball. Yeah, and run past the player. And it's like, bro, why can't Martinelli? Oh, because Martinelli's shit scared. Yeah, because he's had 5-6 years of this manager telling him he can't do that. Eze's just come into the team and gone, fuck what this manager says, I'm playing. But what will happen is, Eze will find out real quick, yeah, in the next 3 to 4 months, if this manager's still here, you can't do that anymore because you gave the ball away in that instance.
Look at Ethan. Every time Ethan gets the ball, he has a tendency to turn over. Why? He's an attacking player. Attacking players lose the ball throughout the game.
Facts. Neymar and Kevin De Bruyne and Alexis Sanchez at that point when they were all playing in that era, like when Alexis was at Arsenal, Alexis Sanchez, Neymar, and KDB gave the ball away more than anyone. Yeah, in Europe. Why? Because they're attacking the player, they're making shit happen. You're going to lose the fucking ball.
That's what your defensive midfield is there for.
That's what your fucking defense is there for.
They clean up the mess. They clean up the mess. Oh, you lost the ball. All right, well, we'll help you get it back. We'll get it back to you.
That's what Rodri does.
We'll recycle.
That's what Toni Kroos does.
It's basic football. This is basic football that we're talking about here. So when you got Manny Petit telling you, oh, he saw the pass, he saw this, but he didn't give it. He's telling you, you should. If you see it, you let it go. Let the ball go. This is crazy.
The best title defense is not built on a strong defense. Your Arsenal had a strong defense.
Yeah, but strong defense is one thing. It's good, if you want to win titles. If you want to be able as well to make differences, on set pieces, corner, things like this is what Arsenal, are performing very well, and this is good as well. But as I said, don't forget the DNA of Arsenal, which means great movement, great passing. You have to bring craziness. At the end, the last side of the pitch. This is something that's been missing, for the last couple of months for Arsenal. And Saka was not on the pitch, so this is a big miss as well.
Yeah.
But Odegaard as well was not there, and there were no creative, no creativity,
You caught that?
That was on the fucking bench.
Yeah, you heard that? He said he was not there.
Odegaard was not there.
Yeah. He was there, but he said
there was no creativity.
No creativity behind it. So what is that telling you? No creativity.
Inside the team. So I'm thinking, okay, you brought some players, important players, but I don't want to see, because Mikel is Spanish, I don't want him to go step by step even further, to the like of what Enrique has done, a few years ago with the national team, in Spain, or even Guardiola sometimes when he was trying to do with the City, it was quite bored to watch. And I just want them, to don't forget that if you want to win games, you have to go and kill them,
In a sentence, from what you've seen so far, and now with Isak on board, is it Liverpool's title?
Well, it's too early to say that, I think.
The pain in his face. I wish I could just show the clip. The pain in his face. They have to answer that question.
It's only 3 years.
In the chat asking, it's Manu Petit, guys.
Yeah, Manu Petit.
Something has to change. It's good, as I said, it's good to control the game. Look, I have an example. Luis Enrique, since he came to Paris Saint-Germain, and it's been 2 years now, it started, last January. But for at least 16 months, it was bored to watch. It was kind of boring, it was controlling the ball, controlling the rhythm. But something changed, especially against City, end of January this year. And they changed dramatically. They play straight forwards, they play quick football, and they became invincible, and they won the European competition.
Yeah.
And this is something that has to change, with Arsenal. I want them to come back what they were doing, on the pitch 2 or 3 years ago. Direct football, quick movement, things like this, If you want to win titles, you have no options.
Yeah.
You have to do that.
You got to do it. You got to be direct. Arsenal fans listening.
Yeah, that's it. Got to be direct.
You have to be solid at the back and be direct.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost like he's explaining Liverpool last season.
Yeah, going forward. How the hell you gonna win games if you don't go forward? You're praying for a set piece. A set piece is supposed to be complimentary.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the cherry on the cake.
Yeah. A free kick. That's complimented. See, yesterday that complimented the fact that they could, Liverpool. It was, it was complimented to what they needed. We can't rely on that every week. It's almost like every week to be putting that in. Say Roberto Carlos and all this stuff. This is crazy. This stuff. I'm telling you, this manager. All Arteta had to do was walk away from the last 2 seasons and say, you know what? I'm just going to change things and speed it up a little bit more, and we're going to go for it. But his ego, he's so scared. He's so scared of what happened that 8-point season.
Yep.
And it's haunted him. It's haunted him that he was that close. And he's going to learn how to live with that. And that's the problem. The problem why he keeps doing what he's doing. He has not learned to live with the fact that we blew it that season. And that's a part of management. You have to learn to take that L and move on, adjust, change. Slot completely changed the game plan in the second half yesterday. Completely changed it.
Virgil van Dijk was passing through our midfield like it was nothing, mate.
Because he was told to keep the ball on the floor. Keep the ball on the floor. Go forward. Put the ball on the floor. We're playing volleyball. This is why what I told you about Saliba last year. I said Saliba has major problems with balls in there. And then we consistently keep doing it. We keep doing it. This goalkeeper yesterday, he's all about the flight of the ball. You saw that one where he jumped up and he almost misjudged it.
Yep.
And it was going to be a tap in. I mean, this is what I'm saying is that there's so much of the fundamentals that's lacking. And this comes from the manager. This is why I keep saying, give us a decent manager, just a decent manager.
I would take Glasner at Arsenal in a heartbeat. I'd take Eddie Howe in a heartbeat.
I would have been on the first plane to get Jose Mourinho yesterday. He caretaker.
But he's washed.
Yeah, get him in.
If we're going to play this negative style of football, well, at least he's fucking won 27 trophies.
Glasner, get him in.
Glasner in a heartbeat.
Get him in.
Go and get Ancelotti out of Brazil and bring him in.
Yeah.
Go and get Giselle from Al Ali. Yeah. Go and get Graham Passate's manager. It worked when we signed Wenger. Yeah, go and get Millwall manager. It worked when we signed fucking George Graham, didn't it?
Bro, just get somebody that just has that knows the fundamentals. This is
go and get De La Fuente, the Spain manager.
This is
in fact, give it to her. Give it to her. He knows how to get over the line.
This is why I said I wish that we would be just getting rid of Unai Emery or something like that, and Cesc was available because Cesc has experience, whereas this manager had no experience. And at least you know that if he had came early, then you'd be okay. All right, well he understands the technicalities of the game. But because this manager screwed it up, I don't want to see another Arsenal player.
I mean, I'd even take Xavi at Arsenal. I don't fucking rate him. I think he's shit. Don't rate him. But that guy's managed in Qatar and won about 6 trophies in a row. Then he's won at Barcelona. Yeah, Nuno. Bro, I wanted Nuno back in the day and everyone laughed me out of town. Yeah, cool. Good one, mate. Yeah, bring Emery back. Give Emery £1 billion and watch what he does.
Simeone, we got the defense
I'll
already.
take Simeone in a fucking heartbeat.
People
will tell us, oh, but he's gone 4 years without a trophy. Cool, this guy's gone 5.
6. I'm at 5. Yeah, 5.
This guy's gone 5. Get me Diego Simeone, because if you want a shithouse at your football club, this is the guy, bro. Arteta's a fake shithouse. Yeah, it's pathetic. Yeah, it's absolutely pathetic. Cesc is going to be a very good manager. Yeah, real talk. Let's up to everyone locked in. He is going to be a very good manager. However, Kenny will fucking throttle him if he gets the job.
No more players, man.
No more ex-players at this club. We've had enough.
I want to remember the best can say. I don't want him to be here and I'll be cussing this man like that.
After we've had Arteta here, mate. Yeah, Girona's manager. I'll take him in a heartbeat. That guy got them in a title charge, and everyone's going, "Oh yeah, they're shit now though. Look at them; they're going to get relegated." Yeah, cool. That's what happens when you sell all of your squad.
And kept them up after they sold everybody.
Yeah. Now they've sold another crop of players, bought another load of shit. Yeah. But I was getting told, mate. Oh yeah, but they're in the title race. They're owned by fucking City. That's part of the City group. Cool. Nobody's talking about City group now. They've sold everyone. I'd take Villarreal's manager, Marcelino.
Oh, please. I mean, you see the miracle he's over there?
Bro, the way they played the other day, yeah, I was like, please don't give us them in the Champions League, mate. I swear.
Yeah.
He's got them playing sick football, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Bill Bell's manager. Yeah, I know he got banged a couple of times last season. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, that guy knows how to fucking set a team up. Yeah, and he's only got players from the Basque region of Spain. Yeah, like, bro, come on.
These players need a man that knows, that's been there. This is the problem. That's what's lacking. And see, this is the problem that people we want to go on about Arteta. Oh, he's going to do this with this player and do that with this player. That's why I keep going back to Martinelli. Martinelli was never cultured. You have to culture that kind of talent. I've used this analogy before.
And I did.
Yeah, I've used this analogy before.
Where did he play him, Matt? Where did he play him?
Through the middle, straight through the middle, right down the middle.
How many goals did he score, Matt? Oh, 10 and 12.
Straight down the line.
Smacking 20-yard screamers, bullet headers, running clean through. This man just playing him as a touchline fucking winger, playing at left back.
You tell these top gooners that, I mean, I've gotten to like knock down dragouts online with folks who play him through the middle. Well, you watch him. Have you seen him play? That's where he started when he first got here. When he came from the fourth division of Brazilian football, he came right down the middle.
Yep.
You have to. Arteta does not know how to nurture players like Ethan. You look at players like Ethan, like Max. You know, you have to nurture players. Those are the kind of players. Wenger would have took those players.
This comment's funny. As a carpenter, Arteta is the guy that shows up to the job with the newest, best tools. And he lacks the know-how.
Yeah. No, hey, he's not even showing the hammer and the nails. He's going to show up with a damn wrench.
Yeah, it turns up. Yeah, it turns up. Yeah, and he's got the tacks instead of the nails. Yeah, he's got the little baby.
The baby thumbtacks.
Let me grab these super chats real quick, man. Lee, genuine question: if you was Arsenal manager, what formation would you play? And if you just who would start on the bench and start 11? Bosh, big up to Ali AK, bruv. I'd go 4-4-2.
Yep.
I'd have Saka as a second striker. I'm not even taking the piss. I'd have Saka playing off of Gyökeres.
Yep.
Yeah, because he could win fucking duels, knock the ball down. Then Saka's got that whip with his left. Now you could play Eze as a false nine. Not that I'm particular. I think Saka would be better at that. Yeah, then on the right wing, yeah, I'd go with Dauman. Yeah, go Dauman. Left wing. Left wing's a bit of a problem, but I'd play Martinelli if it was a different manager. So Martinelli, Dauman. Then I'd go Eze, Gyökeres. Sorry. Actually, hold on. Let me start again. Gyökeres, Saka, that's the two. The 4, Declan Rice, Subamendi, Dauman, Eze, and then the back 4. Yeah, 3 of the back 4 pick themselves. The other ones, left back, fucking pick whoever you want. Yeah, but that's what we need to do. We need to change it up. Yeah, and for me, and the bench, bro, the bench is the rest of the players. Yeah, but if we play a 4-4-2, yeah. Yeah, with Saka off of Gyökeres, I swear down was slap. Man said dinosaur, bruv. Yeah, I've seen my team win trophies playing a 4-4-2 with Omri and Bergkamp, mate. Yeah, about dinosaur. You never see it, so I can't help you if you're young, bro.
You know what sexy football we play with 4-4-2?
Yeah, but man said dinosaur. That's how you know he's never seen us win the title, mate.
Wenger said it's the best formation. Wenger said that.
Why is it the best formation, mate? Because you cover every single part of the pitch. Wenger's words.
Every side of it is
you've got every single part of the pitch covered if you lose the ball.
Yeah.
Every single part of the pitch.
It's the reason why it's successful.
Hmm.
People have seen all these weird formations as of late. And so this is what they used to. 4-4-2.
Yeah, and literally any other formation than the one we played would spice it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's facts. It's absolute facts. Big up Gomez, bro. Liam Matty, that Liverpool game tells me everything I need to know about Mikel Arteta. He's going to ruin our beautiful club. He needs to cut. Bro, he's gone this season. He's gone this season, bro. When I'm seeing proper fans going up to Anfield, tippity top gooners, yeah, standing there like that.
Shaking their head.
Shaking their heads. We're getting a free kick in stoppage time, and it's taking nearly 30 seconds for Raya to kick it up the pitch. Yeah, it's taking a minute to take a corner. Declan Rice is just p-rolling the ball towards the corner, walking super slow. Yeah, and they will stand there with their hands on their heads. So all you need to know, mate, It's not about what I'm saying. Yeah, it's about the ones that are in the stadium. Yeah, and the ones that are in the stadium away at Anfield, mate, they were bored. Yeah, they went to Manchester and were bored. Yeah, long throw-ins from our own fucking half. Declan Rice took a foul throw in that game, by the way, and that wasn't even picked up. Yeah, but it wasn't given. That's why it weren't picked up. Everyone's picking on Martinelli for not feeding Gyökeres because it's fashionable to slag him. Yeah, slag him off. Timber did a fucking worse one because Timber was in the centre of the pitch. It was literally in the midfield, on the top of the centre circle, in their half. All they had to do was just pass the ball. Gyökeres was clean through. Yeah, but they'll cuss out Martinelli because it's fashionable now. Yeah, well, Kenny's been cussing him out for 2 years. But, oh, you're negative.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's fashionable. Oh, it's all right. They just brushed it. Yeah, I was calling out Zinchenko for fucking years. Geezer's just gone, leave the geezer alone. He's just gone to fucking Forest.
He'll go to midfield now. Like I said, he'll go midfield now. You'll see him in midfield.
That's what I'm saying. Now, then when they play at Kivior, yeah, I said he's not good enough, mate. Yeah, Fabio Vieira, not good enough. Samba Lukonga, not good enough. Does anyone miss these players? Is anyone asking for these players to start games? Oh, are you going to come and apologise? Oh, you're not. I called Fabio Vieira out on his fucking debut off the bench. Yeah. Oh, yes, Fabio Vieira. Oh, it was a lovely 20-minute cameo. No, it weren't. He passed the ball to Bruno Fernandes. He passed it to Rashford, and they equalised, mate.
Yeah, you're like, nah.
Nope. Yeah. What are we fucking doing here?
I told you I wait for the rip. I said, yeah, this brother too lightweight, man. He too easy.
It's rubbish. And the thing is,
nah.
You don't have to be big and physical and strong to play in midfield. Look at Santi Cazorla. He weren't a big lump. He's still playing now, by the way, and he's still better than Fabio Vieira.
But Vieira just
look at Cesc weren't fucking hench and fucking physical. Look at
but
Ozil. Ozil used to glide around the pitch when he was on it.
But see, every last one, every player you just named will go through midfield with determination. Every last one.
And they've got a fucking IQ.
Yeah.
They know how to pass the ball first time. If Mesut Ozil, was on his job and played well, he's a fucking problem. The problem was he never did it enough at Arsenal. Now, but if he played in that game at Anfield yesterday, well, I've seen him fucking smashing the floor. His fist was in when they battered us 4-0. But if he was in that, Bernardo's another one. Facts, Tito. Yeah, but if Ozil was in the position Timber was in yesterday, Gyökeres puts us 1-0 up at Anfield. Yeah, because Ozil would have spotted that pass and whipped the pass straight clean through. Would have cut Van Dijk and Konate. The pass would have killed them both off. Yeah, Vitinha's another one. Vitinha ain't a big, massive physical guy. Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just bullshit. Pedri's another one. You don't have to be a big marauding 6 foot plus big fucker that's just going to weigh everyone in. You have to have that finesse. You have to have that pass. You have to have the IQ. Yeah, and the problem is there's not a lot of players in world football that have IQ. The ones that do have the IQ play for the best teams, like Vitinha's, Pedri, so on. Yeah, and the ones that are on the cusp of having that, getting coached out of them by the shit tactics of shit managers like Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Yeah, for Fabio Vieira is not as bad as he's looked since he joined us. He's not as bad as he looks. Martin Odegaard ain't as bad as he looks. Yeah, Ben White ain't as bad as he's been, although he's been pretty good at right back, to be fair. Most of these players are not as bad as they're putting in performance. Martinelli's not a shit footballer. We've seen Martinelli balling out.
You're gonna hear when this manager, when in fact this manager does leave, you're gonna hear about it. They're gonna say, yeah, he's holding us back.
Saka said it, mate, against Bournemouth last year.
It's leaked out a few times.
I want to go forward, but he says I have to track back. His words against Bournemouth when we lost 2-0.
Yep. It's leaked out.
Look at Jack Grealish. Oh, but he gets no GA.
And then
Jack Grealish has said, whilst at City, well, I want to go forward more, but Pep wants me to defend at left back. And if I don't do it, I'm not in the team. He's gone to Everton. He's fucking running rings around everywhere.
Looks like the guy knew it.
David fucking Moyes as manager.
Looks like the guy knew it. Aston Villa.
Thank you very much. Bro, Jack Grealish is a fucking baller, bro, but he don't get GA, so they don't rate him.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. He's a sick footballer, man. Yeah, and he knows he's the shit as well. Yeah, which I rate because he can back it. That guy's won a treble. Hold that. Yeah, where's your treble? Yeah, he can go and chat to Zlatan and go, yo, did you win the champs? Well, I did. No, bro, I swear down, David Moyes is a fucking good coach, but because he's not a nice, aesthetically pleasing looking guy, they don't. Same with Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche is a decent manager. Sean Dyche would be good at Man United. Can you right fucking now? Sean Dyche should sort that club out like that. Yeah, but it's Sean Dyche, they won't roll him.
What would he say when you walked in, Lee? What would he say when you walked in? First thing. What would you say?
Right, listen, lads. Yeah, fucking well. Listen, you're a cunt. Yeah, so you can fuck off to the reserves. Yeah, go and eat a bag of cement and come back when you're bulked up, skinny prick. Yeah, and you need 40 Rothmans a day. Yeah, and a bit of fucking bleach. Oh, by the way, wash that down with some Terps. Yeah, and then we're going to eat some grit at half time. No, real talk. These managers are good managers. The problem is the way football's gone, the way social media's peddled it, the mainstream media's peddled it. It's all about retaining the ball. Matty, you see it all over the fucking world. Under sevens, they're trying to play out from the back. Look at that pass David Raya played to Declan Rice the other day.
I mean,
running towards his own goal.
That was a moment where if he would have been one of my players, I would have just walked down the pitch. Just take him off, ref. Just take him off.
But we see the same exact thing in the Man City Tottenham game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it resulted in Tottenham scoring.
Yeah.
Why?
This playing out of the back thing is just outrageous. That was unheard of back in the day. You play out of the back, that's suicide. That's suicide. Why would you start an attack under pressure? Why do you want to start an attack under pressure?
Because you're trying to be clever and suck all the team up the pitch. Now you can just whip it down the wing, quick 1-2, and now you're through. How many times does that happen, by the way? So playing out from the back, yeah, how many times does that result in a goal? Up the other end for us.
If you're playing Arsenal, you're gonna get one. You get it. It'll go the other. It'll work for you if you're playing against us.
How many times have we passed out and fucked around and found out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were real close yesterday, boy. We were real close yesterday. Real close.
Yeah, it got fucking Southampton relegated. Yeah, it got Southampton relegated. Bro, I see a clip last season of Bolton getting banged 5-0 or something, yeah, and they're still passing out the fuck.
Yeah, out of the back.
What are you fucking doing, mate? Yeah, you're not Pep. So stop copying Pep. You didn't see this back in the day. Everyone had a different style. Yeah, you had Stoke and Bolton. Fucking.
Like you had the Boltons of the world. You know, you had like you said, the Stokes. And, you know, you had those teams that there was Burnley's, the rugged ball. But for the most part, everybody was there to play. We're going forward. Now it's going backwards. Who can play the best defense? That's what we had now.
Who can just keep the ball the best?
Yeah.
Oh, but we dominated the game. No, you didn't. You just had more possession, right? And do you know what's funny about these possession stats? Show me how much of the possession out the whole game was in our own half. Exactly. Why didn't they never show that stat? Exactly. How much of the possession, was in our own half? They don't show them stats because I guarantee, when we have 70% of the ball, I guarantee at least 40% of that is in our own fucking half, passing it around.
That's why when Manu Petit was sitting there saying, you know, you got to go crazy. And that basically what he's saying is the way we played in 08-09. You got to be in the box, swarming the defense, pass here, pass that, passing and moving. Go look at Vieira's last goal for Arsenal if you want to see how it should be played. Go look at Vieira's last goal for Arsenal. I tell anybody,
Vieira's last goal was a penalty to win a cup, by the way.
Well, no, I'm talking about.
No, I mean open. You mean open play?
Open play, yeah, open play. Go look at his open play goal, and then look how he scored it. It was boom, 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 over the top, bang, goal. That was it. Yeah. Simple.
Yeah, Fergie's bread and butter was 4-4-2. Facts.
And what is United known for? What was Manchester United?
Attack. They sing it. They still fucking sing it now.
What you heard Rance raising hell about last week? About going forward, attack. That's all they do. Go forward. That's what we did. Go forward. That's why those games would be monumental when we played Manchester United, because you had two attacking teams going forward. The defense was the icing on the cake because that just made it more rugged. But you had two teams that went forward. Chelsea going forward. Liverpool going forward. Only in the last 5-6 years, this defense, we got to play defense to retain the ball, hold the ball. Which is crazy because when Pep was at Barcelona, they were passing and going. They were hauling ass down the pitch. They were causing Madrid all kinds of hell going forward. Yeah. And now all of a sudden, you don't want to lose the game. You scared, you don't want to drop points. And,
Yeah, Crouch and Defoe, big man, little man.
Yeah.
Heskey and Owen. So I'm saying, Wenger ball was better. Wenger ball was better. Yeah, when it was good, it was good. It was fucking
Arsene
unplayable.
Wenger, no matter what people think about Arsene Wenger there towards the end of the year, no, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, when we went to a stadium, we went there to play football. We went to play football. We went there to go on the front foot.
No matter where it was.
No matter what. It was
We fucking slapped Real Madrid. Yeah? I know it was only 1-0 and he shushed them.
Yeah.
We fucking battered them.
It was to his detriment at times. We would go forward.
Yeah, and then we get banged.
Newcastle, it cost us so many times. But going
4-4.
forward, yeah, we're going forward. Going forward. No matter how bad it gets, just like I think it was somebody mentioned it on the podcast. It's basically people would tell you no matter how bad it was, you see somebody that know you and you tell them you're Arsenal fan, oh, y'all play the best football in the world. You play the best in the world. I've had people tell me that all the time. I mean, it's great to look at, man. Great to look at.
Look at Leicester. This comment from Troy. Leicester won the league playing 4-4-2. They did it with less than 50% of the ball.
Yeah. Lowest
possession ever for a team to win a Premier League.
Dilly.
46%, I think it was. Dilly ding, dilly dong.
Yeah. Jamie Vardy.
Riyad Mahrez.
Yeah.
Danny Drinkwater. Robert Hoof.
Yeah.
N'Golo Kante. Yeah. Fucking Danny Simpson. Yeah. Fucking Jeffrey Schlupp. He grew up in the area I used to live, by the way. Yeah. Osasaki. Bro, he was a problem. He was like a super sub. He was there Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Off that bench, man. And
off the bench, that guy always fucking scored, man.
Yep.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, bro. Football is a simple game. Where's Morgan?
Yeah, where's Morgan? Ballers, man.
Yeah, fucking Kasper Schmeichel in goal. Kasper Schmeichel was a fucking good goalkeeper, by the way. Yeah, good goalkeeper, man. Very good goalkeeper. And this is the thing, yeah. It's like you don't have to fucking complicate the game. Mark Albrighton.
Yeah. It's been a while, man. 10 years, almost 10 years now.
Yeah, Fuchs. Yeah.
Yep.
Fuchs was another one. Yeah, and this is the thing, yeah. Proper transition football. Yeah, give the ball to them, stay tight at the back, and then now you've got Mahrez, you've got Kante who's just going to be everywhere. Give the ball to Mahrez, he's finding Vardy, bro. Yeah, and Vardy's slapping them 10 top bins every time. Yeah, then off corners, Robert Hooper scored the goal. Yeah, whereas Morgan might nick a goal.
Yep.
Mahrez a slap a free kick. Yeah, but the game plan was to entice them in, a bit like Unai. Unai does that. Give them the ball, give up possession, then bang.
Yeah.
Yeah. This manager is petrified. Yeah, Josh King, another one. Yeah, petrified. Yeah, to give up the ball because he knows this fucking squad ain't good enough without the ball. Yeah, he knows they're not. Mate, we're seeing Van Dijk dribbling around Zubimendi in midfield. Zubimendi and Declan Rice are getting dribbled around. Yeah, a lower as well. Another one. Yeah. Declan Rice and Zubimendi are getting run rings round by fucking Van Dijk.
20 yards.
34-year-old Van Dijk centre half. Yeah. It's not like Xavi's running around midfield past him, is it?
I'm telling you, man, this is what I'm talking about. And when we play Bayern Munich again, it's gonna be on display. One more time, you'll see it. You can see the difference.
We're finished, man. We're dusted this season.
Yeah, you will see the difference. This manager's scared to play football. And what's crazy, he's setting a team with Alexis Sanchez.
He's just signed for Sevilla, by the way. I see that earlier. Yeah, I see that earlier. He's just signed for Sevilla.
Wow.
And Anthony signed for Betis.
Yeah.
All of my ballers are balling in Spain, mate. I swear.
I knew he was going back to Betis. No way he was going to leave that.
100%. Big up to Anthony. But they've got Riquelme from Atleti. So they got Riquelme on the left and they got Anthony on the right. They got Cucho Hernandez up front. Isco's unavailable. He's injured. Shock. Yeah. But when they have that full team ready, yeah, bro, Betis are a problem. Yeah. And Villarreal, bro, Nicolas Pepe looks a different player in Spain, mate. Yeah, he's running rings around everybody.
Because he's not been told to go back and play defense.
Oh, they got Amrabat as well, did they, Betis? Was it Betis that got Amrabat?
Oh, they trying to sort that midfield. That midfield sorted out. Amrabat.
Yeah, Cucho Hernandez scored a bicycle kick against Arsenal, by the way. Yeah, for Watford. He then went over to the USA. Yeah, and then signed for Betis. Market opportunity, 6 mil. Yeah, Pepe was unplayable the other night, man. When they played Girona the other day, bro, I swear to God, yeah. Well, that's one of the best performances I've seen in a football match, yeah. And what's his name? It was the guy that signed from Inter. What's his name? The Canadian guy. What's his name? Buchanan. Bless up Wu-Tang. Buchanan scored a hat-trick in that game, mate, yeah? 2 of them fucking goals were unbelievable. The first goal was just a joke. Yeah, he nutmegged, Krachik, I think his name is, who's just signed for Wolves for 30-odd million, centre-half. Yeah, they're getting relegated, mate, because he's shit. He nutmegs him and then just slaps it. What a goal. Yeah, Nicolas Pepe was just running rings around everyone. They got Jose Perez sat in the stands because he's injured. Yeah, Villarreal are a fucking problem, mate. They got a striker. What was the striker's name? Eyong? Is it Eyong? He's come through their academy. They got rid of man like Baza. Yeah, he's gone to Everton. Now they got the next one coming through. Bro, this guy, his fucking movement is crazy. Yeah, his movement is insane, mate. Yeah, I was sat there watching that game. People go to me, why are you watching this shit? Because I want to watch proper football, mate. Yeah, Villarreal, that is one of the best performances I've watched. Yeah, for a fucking long time, mate. They were outstanding. Yeah, people going, Girona are finished, Girona are shit, Girona, yeah, whatever. Nobody cares. Yeah, Villarreal were unplayable that day. That could have been Real Madrid. They would have slapped them. Yeah, they were so good, man. And the way they were, Danny Parejo sat on the bench. Yeah, bro, they were sick. Yeah, they were absolutely sick. Yeah, and it's like, bro, I swear down there, we do not want to catch a fucking a round of 16 against Villarreal, mate. No fucking way, mate. Pepe traumatized Lewis Skelly when we played. Bro, I'm telling you right now, yeah? I'm telling you right fucking now. That Villarreal are a good team, and that manager's a fucking good player, good manager. Yeah, unbelievable manager. Yeah, Gerard Moreno's still there. Bro, they got ballers, man. Yeah, they got some sick ballers in that team. Yeah, my baller, Ilias, market opportunity. Nobody signed Yunus, Matty. Yunus is still at Galatasaray.
Galatasaray, yeah.
Nobody signed Yunus. Yeah, you got Brian Zaragoza at Celta Vigo on loan from Bayern. Why? Why didn't we go and get him?
Yeah, on loan.
On loan. That guy's been loaned out 3 times in a row. Why? He's unbelievable. Conceição. Yeah, Raul Moro. Where did Raul Moro end up? Ajax, wasn't it? I think it was Ajax. Now I think it was 10 million all in, including add-ons, or 12 million euros all in, including add-ons. Yeah, it's fucking embarrassing, mate. And we're sitting here watching negative, slow, bullshit football. Yeah, and then when I put on Villarreal, Betis, yeah, I'm sitting there watching proper footy. I'm watching Al Ali absolutely fucking destroy CR7's team the other day. And the CR7's team, they were desperate to get him to win that game, mate. I swear. Madal, you're in my chat, babes. Yeah, Jeremy Pino's just signed for Palace. Yeah, baller. Yeah, he's decent. Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah, CR7's team scammed their way to penalty shootouts the other day. Yeah, because they were desperate to fucking get Ronaldo a trophy. Yeah, and guess what? Mahrez FC, hold that. Yeah, another trophy for my ballers. Yeah, it's crazy. It's actually crazy, mate. And it's like when you watch the football of these other teams around the world, you realise how shit this Premier League is.
It is, man.
Because he said it. Why don't we go back to playing football like we did 22-23? Why? Because that don't work in the Prem. It's all about being slicker than the average bear and the average cat. Yeah, you have to try and fucking bully your way to a win. Everything's erratic. There's no tech. Everything's up in the air. Yeah, let's do that, Matty. We're gonna wrap, Matty. I do need to go and take my rubbish down though. Yeah, so I'll be 5. But set up a thing and send me the link on email. But yeah, I need to run them down. Oh, Matty, fucking hell! I came back here the other day, bro. Oh my days, bro! I went out on Saturday night with a market opportunity while we were. Very nice. I got back here at like 3:30, 4 in the morning, and as we got out of the fucking taxi, I sat down, walking up the fucking steps to come to the block, and there was 2 big fucking wild boars, bruv. Bro, I swear they're bigger than you. Bro, they weighed more than you.
It was
How
top
much do
goon.
you weigh, matey? How much pound, stone or pounds? I
I weigh
guarantee you weigh like
198. 198.
Yeah, I was going to say about 200, yeah? Bro, I swear one of them had tusks. And I'm standing there. They're more scared of us than we are of them.
That's
Well,
top,
actually, that's...
top gooners, man. Those top gooners waiting.
Bro, I swear, they were sat right outside my fucking block door.
You could get weighed in, man.
They were waiting. They were like, this motherfucker. There's no meat on me. Pause. Yeah, so they were like, we're sparing him. Yeah, but then fucking, I was like, oh my fucking God, bro. I had to... Yeah, because as soon as we walked up the stairs, and I'm using the fucking torch on my phone, yeah, and I see him, I was like, oh my fucking days, brother. Nah, F that. But there's been loads of them around here this summer. Loads of them, man. And it's like, nah, get out of here, man. Arsenal fans are always slow to realise, but the pressure is on Arteta to win. I think our signings have been interest from Berta rather than Arteta. He will get sacked. I agree. Big up Hussein, bro. Why is there so many Arsenal fans watching me? I thought it was always rivals that watch. That's the narrative. Oh, how does he get a platform? How do so many people watch him? It's only rivals that watch him. Oh, really? Cool. Look at Paul Joyce's tweet. We have sold so well. Who's Paul Joyce? Oh, I think he's blocked me actually, bro. That's a Spursy, isn't it? That's Spursy. Now I think I mean maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he ain't. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Spurs have signed the backup striker to the backup striker. Spurs have Richarlison, Solanke, and Mawani. What do we have? Mikel Merino, 29, who's injured, and Gyökeres. Good one. Oh, it's Paul O'Keefe, the Spursy. Sorry. All right, let me grab these. I'll tell this guy shat his pants when he came to us. Eze shouldn't have been on the pitch from minute one. Excellent player.
I think on me.
This is what it is, bro. Bro, when rival fans sit there and say this shit, yeah, people sit there and go, oh, but they're going to say that. They're jealous. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're rivals. Rivals are rattled. They're rattled. Yeah, Flowers is loving that one. Rivals are rattled. Big up Salim, my bro. Bless up to you, brother.
Yeah,
Hope you and the family are well, bro.
Yeah, this brother's 100% correct. There's no excuse for Eze not starting that game yesterday. There's none. There's no excuse.
Mate, after walking him out, by the way, he's played in the Premier League this season.
Could you imagine Arsene Wenger signing Sol Campbell and we didn't see him for 2 months? Could you imagine?
Mate, Eze played the other day for Palace.
Eze would have played anywhere in the world yesterday when he went at Arsenal. He would have been playing somewhere yesterday.
100%. That guy walks into any team in the Premier League. He walks into Man City. He walks into Liverpool. He walks into any team in the league. He's a fucking baller, bro. Yeah, but this manager went, nah, not for me. Yeah, but there's going to be pressure on him from upstairs. Now, why is Gyökeres not firing? Why is Eze not playing every week? Yeah, they're going to start pressuring him. He's going to go, oh, well, this, and he's going to fuck himself up. Then the fans are going to call him out. Yeah, then with all the injuries we got, you watch. This guy has winged it. He's made absolute fucking millions out of this football club. He's on 15.6 million a year. Cool. Make the most of it, mate. Make the most of it because you ain't getting that ever again. Ever again. Enjoy it, my friend. Yeah. I'll text you later. I lost my phone. Can you text me later? I don't know if I still got your number on this phone, Salim. Let me double check real quick. Let me see if I got your number on this phone, bro. No, I've not got it on this phone, bro. Email me your number, bro. It's in the description, yeah? I'll text you. Bless up to you, brother. Always love my guy. This guy, Algerian G, brother, he sent me my Mara 7 shirt. Big up to you. Algerian Supporters Club. Arsenal's Algerian Supporters Club, by the way. Why is he sending me a shirt, bro? I thought Arsenal fans hate it.
You would get weighed in, man. I want you to get weighed up.
Well, fucking it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You saw Suarez and Busquets after losing the fight. I did see that. Somebody sent me that earlier. That's Suarez, man. Swear down. Swear down. Man said, pressuring Arteta, ain't no one in that club telling Arteta a damn thing. Oh, trust me, brother. Bert is there to sack him. Big up YOLO, bro. Big up to Rambeer. Kick that see you next Tuesday out the club immediately. Well, it's what it is, isn't it? There's so many Arsenal fans that are still trying to do the copium and hopium. And if you could stop donating, I can wrap the stream up. Who's live that I like? Big up Chins, brother.
Aaron's live.
I'll set her out. The guy's a fraud. W's to Lee. Bless up to you, brother.
I think
Bless up to you, man. Bless up, brother. Big up
Aaron.
Duarte as well.
Yeah, Aaron's live. Aaron's talk live. Aaron,
Do you think Kivia will do well in the Portuguese league? Nope. Right, let me redirect. All right, bless up to everyone who's locked in. We still ain't got 1,000 likes though. Disgusting. In like 3 hours. 937 on the likes. However, 132,113 is mad because we only hit 131 yesterday. So over 1,100 subs today. So bless up. Matty, what you got coming up, bro?
brother, I'll actually be resting this week, man. I got a little bit of work I got to get done this week, so we'll be chilling out this week, and then we'll be getting ready for next week. I reckon I'll watch a little international football.
I might watch a bit of international football as well, to be fair. I'm not sure what, because I don't even know what the fixtures are. And I've got market opportunities to be dealing with. So, but I'll be back again tomorrow with rants. That's always fire. So make sure you check that out at 2 p.m. tomorrow, guys. And then I'm on with Potts. We have a new top gooner on there that I've never heard of. That apparently is a proper top gooner.
Uh-oh.
Me, Northam Potts. What did he say? Who was on? I don't know who this guy is. Maybe I do. Maybe I just didn't recognize the name. Igal, Christian, D, and Hugo.
Woo, my God, they're coming in with the topics of the top.
9 p.m. tomorrow. Would you be free? Some top gooners who want you to come. Okay, I'll put who are the top gooners. Igal, Christian, D, and Hugo. Yeah, gonna be me, Dan, and Northside going on the panel with them. So yeah, we will be there, guys. I don't know who these people, who Hugo is. Maybe I do. Maybe I've recognized his face. I don't want to be. We'll got Ekatike. But yeah, we're gonna raid Aaron. Hugo boss. Top Gooner Central. Yeah, it is what it is. But listen, we're gonna raid Aaron. Bless up to everyone locked in. Bless up to everyone who's subbed to Kenny on Instagram. Kenny Ken 97 Suit, all pin DJB, the Arsenal Huddle, Southern Gooner Matty, and Jezza. Jezza's Arsenal. Get him to 10k, guys. So we will be there, guys, and I'll be back again to absolutely chef up rants tomorrow. Yeah, because his club is a fucking shambles. I can't lie. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes doing all of that for beating Burnley. Jesus Christ on the bike. We're out. Bless up. I appreciate you all, man. Appreciate you all. Raid Aaron with 4'9" raid. We're out. Laters.
Yes.